It's a sports injury, muscle, or joint pain, you want treatment right away. Parkview Ortho Express provides same-day orthopedic injury care without referral or appointment, offering diagnostics, x-rays, the region's only body composition DEXA scan right inside of the Sport One Parkview Fieldhouse. Walk in Monday through Thursday 7, Friday 7 to 5, and Saturday 8 to noon. For more information, go to parkviewsportsmedicine.com/orthoexpress.
It's the comets. Comets falling from the sky. 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 Comets falling from the sky.
This is the first time I've been able to do this kind of more complete understanding or view of your body. One of the things that's really important about this is that it's kind of legitimizing us as athletes.
Parkview Sports Medicine. Game on.
The Kelly Automotive Group is simple, transparent, reliable. Simple. Our customer specialists make buying a car easy and fun. Transparent. Our price listed is the best price. No hassle, no gimmicks. Reliable. Buy with confidence and peace of mind. We work hard to ensure the best value however you shop. Choose from over 60 vehicles under $10,000. Visit drivekelly.com. The Kelly Automotive Group. Simple, transparent, reliable.
Concussions. They're a concern for parents of athletes in any sport. That's why Parkview Sports Medicine is leading the way with the area's first concussion clinic. Our integrated sports medicine team utilizes an innovative, evidence-based approach to manage athletic-related head injuries in those 14 and older, providing comprehensive care to get the athlete you love safely back in play. To schedule an appointment, call Parkview Sports Medicine at 266-4007. Reaching higher, pushing further. Parkview Sports Medicine. Game on.
Get mad about blue. Get mad about your Fort Wayne Mad Ants. When looking for the best basketball action in town, it's Go to FortWayneMadAnts.com for the complete game schedule. See your Fort Wayne Mad Ants in action. Get mad about blue.
I chose St. Francis because they made a promise that I would have real-world experience that I could take when I graduated, and they delivered on that promise. For me, the classroom only gets you so far, so they're setting you up with an internship. I had a mentor that they set me up with that was a CEO of a DuPont hospital in Fort Wayne. They offer degrees in accounting, business administration, risk management and insurance, marketing, and finance. They just did a great job of the full circle of not only the education, but also the experience.
Parkview Sports Medicine, especially since I've been a pro, has been a place where my game has really been able to develop in multiple facets. Injury prevention, maintenance, physical therapy, weightlifting, agility work, all the things that I need to do in order to have an NBA body. This is the place for me to go when I come back home and I need to get a workout in. Always welcome me back with open arms.
Parkview Sports Medicine. Game on.
Both runners are running, play coming home.
From the crucial plays to the highlight of the game to the victory celebration, we are there. Summit City Sports isn't just a business, it's a group of companies investing in the youth of Fort Wayne athletics. It's because of Parkview Sports Medicine, because of Kelly Automotive Group, Indiana Wesleyan University, and Big Eye Fish, that we can produce our broadcast viewed by hundreds of thousands in Northeast Indiana and beyond. Support Summit City Sports. Become a sponsor. Join our winning team today.
Football here on Redeemer Radio. Tonight, it is the Bishop Dwenger Saints coming into Spartan Land as to take on the Homestead Spartans here on the southwest side of Fort Wayne. And before we begin tonight's broadcast, let's send it down to the sidelines for an opening prayer.
Well, welcome to the sidelines, everybody. I'm pleased to be joined this evening by Father Jay Horning. Father, would you please lead us in the opening prayer?
In the name of the Father, and the Son, and the Holy Spirit, amen. Heavenly Father, we ask that this evening you bring us safety and protection. Keep all those who are playing in this sport safe from harm. Help us to remain humble and gracious in all that we do. We ask this in Christ's name, amen. In the name of the Father, and the Son, and the Holy Spirit, amen.
Thank you, Father Jay. Back up to you guys.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. This is Sean McBride up here in the booth along with Corey Kitchen. We've got a whale of a game coming up for you. Number one in 4A football, Bishop Dwenger invades Homestead, sitting at 2-1 right now on their home turf. And we have a tremendous game on tap. But first, we're going to go back down to the sidelines and check in with Joey Colon, who has the results of tonight's coin toss. Joey, what do you have for us?
Hey, great to be here. Right now, we have the Homestead Spartans won the coin toss, elected to defer to the Bishop Dwenger Saints. Saints will receive in the end zone with the scoreboard. So we have the Homestead Spartans kicking towards the scoreboard to start off the first half. Field conditions, I mean, as to be expected, turf field, so they're going to be great out here. Lots of traction, but I'm guessing the players will have a lot of this little rubber stuff all in their faces and in their face masks all day long. It's going to be a great one. Back to you guys.
All right, Joey, thanks very much for that. Now it's time to bring in a football expert here and a color commentator for Redeemer Radio, Corey Kitchen. Corey, there's a lot to be excited about before this contest.
I'm thrilled to be here, Sean. We've had this game kind of circled on the broadcast schedule since it came out. Two tremendous football teams. We've got, particularly on one side of the ball, you've got Homestead's offense, kind of the unstoppable force against Bishop Dwenger's immovable object defense, so to speak. On offense for Homestead, they're averaging 37 points a game, had 622 yards of total offense last week against Lures. They ran 88 plays, which is an amazing number of offensive plays in a high school football game. Two quarterbacks that have thrown for over 440 yards in 3 games, combined passing yardage of 886 yards, over 100 yards more than anybody else in Northeast Indiana offensively, and they've thrown 108 passes in 3 games without an interception. Then on defense, you've got the Bishop Dwenger stingy defensive coordinator Casey Kolkman. Have not allowed a point in the first half of a game this season. First-string defense has given up just 1 touchdown all year. They've got 30 tackles for loss in the first 3 games. And Coach Kolkman says they haven't given up a single play, one play, I should say, just one play that more than 20 yards all season long. So a tremendous shootout on that side of the football.
Football fans, we'd like to thank our game sponsor tonight, Preferred Auto Group, with 2 state-of-the-art service centers. When you want to buy a car the preferred way, come to Preferred Auto Group and see Jay Leonard and his gang over at Preferred Auto. Corey, when we talk about keys to victory tonight, we talked about that very stingy Dwenger defense and, of course, that very high-powered Homestead offense. In your mind, where do you see the trenches moving back and forth, and who has to do what to come away with a W tonight?
A great question. My keys to victory, first of all, for Homestead. On defense, I think their defense has to get off the field. If they allow the Saints offense to control the ball, control the clock, it's going to be a long night for them. Expect them to play some man-to-man coverage on the corners and load up the box to try to stop that Dwenger offensive run game. On offense, I think Homestead needs to get a couple-score lead. I think the Saints, their physical ball control, ground and pound offense may not necessarily be equipped to come back from a couple-score deficit. For the Saints, I think on defense, they have to mix it up, disguise their looks. In other words, put one safety out there and shift to 2 and vice versa, give different shifting looks up on the front line, different fronts and so forth, so Homestead can't pick them apart before the ball is snapped. And I think then on offense, the Saints need to possess the football, plain and simple. If they can control time of possession, get a lead, keep the game close, late into the game, at least within 1 score, then I think they've got a real good chance to come away with a win.
The formalities are over, and both teams are getting ready to take the field right now. We're on the southwest side of Fort Wayne, home the Homestead Spartans here, and a big game is about to ensue. The Bishop Dwenger Saints come in, again, undefeated on the season, and we've heard rumors that, again, Captain Vanilla Mark Watts, the offensive coordinator, is not going to show up tonight, Mark, but again, this is going to be, in my mind, a really strong test, and maybe even the first test for the Bishop Dwenger Saints this season.
I couldn't agree more. And as we see the kick return and the kickoff teams head to the field, Sean, Dwenger has owned special teams in their first 3 games. I think this is a critical point as well. Whoever can win the special teams battle, if all things are equal, may come out with a win as well.
Colin Crandall preparing to kick this one away for Homestead. Back deep for the Bishop Dwenger Saints is Howie Steele, tipping back there as well. From the 40 in the left hash mark, here we go. High end over end kick. It's going to be taken by Steele, bobbled by Steele, picked up near the 15, running through the middle, looking for the wedge. Gets stuck north of the 20 and stopped at about the 22-yard line.
Homestead thrilled with that. Inside of the 25-yard line, great coverage on their part, and making Bishop Dwenger go a long field in order to get a score here.
Patrick O'Keefe, the junior quarterback, will come out. He is the field general for the Bishop Dwenger Saints, wearing that number 10. Up front, he's got Joe Tipman, Nick Hosier, Alex Kolkman, Joe Henry, and Luke Wigington as the big uglies up front for the Saints. Of course, Cam Shannon, number 10, is going to be the corner on the close side of the field here. Standout return man and par excellent defender for the Homestead Spartans. He's got a shutdown corner. Let's see what the Saints can do here on their first drive. Under center, I formation for the Saints. Here's a snap, give to the tailback left side behind Joe Tippin, hitting the backfield and dropped for a loss that time.
Cam Rogers, their outstanding middle linebacker for the Homestead Spartans. His dad, Ben, many people in the community might remember him at Northrop, and then went on to play linebacker at Penn State, linebacker U. Cam came up and make a big play for a loss there.
Devin Tippman on that one. Loss of, we'll say, 2. Brings up a 2nd and 12 for the Saints. New formation now, trips to the right side, one wide left, and here's a give, tailback right side. Again, that's Tippman on the carry. Gets north of the line of scrimmage, but that's going to bring up a 3rd and long for the Saints.
Yep, 3rd and long, just exactly what Bishop Dwenger did not want to get in right out of the gate, so we'll see what they dial up here.
3 down linemen on defense for Homestead, and that's SAC 3-4. Here come the Saints from the huddle. O'Keefe under center, I formation, wide out left and right. Blitz shown. Rolling out, play action, he rolls. It's going to be a quarterback run. He's got the edge. He's going north and south, north of the 35. I believe he's got enough for a first down.
Quarterback bootleg. It appeared he had some receivers out there, but I don't really think he even gave them much of a look. He just took off. He saw that he had first down yardage and took it, and that's a great first decision in a big spot from Patrick O'Keefe.
That it is. So the bootleg works for the Saints. They move the chains 1st and 10 from the Dwenger 35-yard line now. And they come back with a fresh set of downs. O'Keefe in the shotgun with a single setback, 2 wideouts right. O'Keefe gives to his tailback, left side. Again, he gets north and south into the linebacker core. That's Tippman, number 39, with a very nice carry north of the 40.
Good run by Devin Tippman. And talking to offensive coordinator Mark Watts this week, he mentioned Devin as one of his rather big surprises, if you will, as a sophomore, contributing this much at the varsity level so far.
Gain of 7 that time, brings up 2nd and 3 now for the Saints. Quarterback under center, I formation. Tippman again, the tailback. Crone, the fullback, blows right through the middle, little blast. North of the 45 out to the 46 should be enough for a first down, and it is.
And that's what Devin Tippman can give you. He can kind of give you that battering ram look when needed to pound it up in there and get a short yardage first down.
New package rolling in for the Saints as Crone and Tippman come out. 1st and 10 coming up, getting closer to the midfield stripe. This is the first drive for the Saints. 0s on the scoreboard. They're moving left to right on your radio dial. Now another new formation. Twins to the left side, 1 wide right and a single setback. Here's a snap, give to the tailback, running to the outside. gets to that linebacker core, and not much more there. Tippmann on the carry, number 25.
Devin's brother, TJ, takes his spot, and a carry for about 4 yards off the right side. So far, so good for the Dwenger offense. They've eaten 3 minutes off the clock and possessed the football.
Just shy of the midfield stripe now. On 2nd and 6. From the shotgun. O'Keefe with it. Another read option. Gives to Tippmann through the middle. Big push. Gets into Homestead territory after a gain of 3.
If they decide to let the quarterback read that, Sean, I expect Patrick O'Keefe to keep that fairly soon. There's nobody home on that zone read look.
3rd and 4 coming up for the Bishop Dwenger Saints now as they break huddle into Homestead territory at the 47-yard line. Now we've got a timeout on the field called by Bishop Dwenger, so that's going to give us an opportunity to also take a 30-second break. Stick around, folks. You're listening to SAC Football on Redeemer Radio, 106.3 FM.
Kelly Automotive Group is simple, transparent, reliable. Simple. Our customer specialists make buying a car easy and fun. Transparent. Our price listed is the best price. No hassle, no gimmicks. Reliable. Buy with confidence and peace of mind. We work hard to ensure the best value however you shop. Choose from over 60 vehicles under $10,000. Visit drivekelly.com. The Kelly Automotive Group. Simple, transparent, reliable.
Football fans, Dr. Osinga of Northeast Chiropractic Center is our 106.3 sports media sponsor. You can catch all the highlights from past games on YouTube. Watch every touchdown, tackle, and halftime interview at youtube.com/Redeemer Radio. We are back to live action. The timeout is over. Saints facing a 2nd and 4. Ball on the 2nd 3.5. Ball on the 47-yard line. From the shotgun, O'Keefe. Here's a read, gives it through the middle. He breaks free, still on his feet, rumbling, stumbling, gets hit, still on his feet, inside the 40, down to about the 37. That's Tippmann, and a late flag comes out from the backfield.
Another great run by TJ Tippmann. I'm very curious to see what this flag is.
They place the ball at the Homestead 38-yard line. The initial call will be a first down. We've seen nothing from the officials now as they discuss the penalty.
Came from way in the back by the back judge.
Personal foul against Homestead.
Interesting. I wonder if they're calling some sort of targeting or something. Boy, that was I didn't see anything that would lead me to believe a personal foul there. Okay.
So the move is down inside the 25 down to just north of the 23-yard line. 1st and 10 now for the Bishop Dwenger Saints, aided by a 15-yard penalty. O'Keefe under center, waiting for the whistle. I formation for the Saints. Tippmann in there as tailback. Here's a snap, give to the fullback through the middle. He breaks through, gets down inside the red zone, down to about the 15-yard line. That was 23, Hayden Ellinger that time for the Saints.
Bit of a new wrinkle. I know it's an old school football play being a fullback dive, but I don't think we've seen much of that from the Saints in the first 3 games of the season. Everybody expecting the tailback to get the ball, and they hand it off to the first man through.
And it was effective. That's a gain of 7 that time for the Saints. Just ball is at the 16-yard line. 2nd and 3 now for the Gold Helmets as O'Keefe comes back up under center. Here's a snap. Again, first man through. That's Ellinger grinding it through the middle. And he will have enough for a Saints first down to about the 11-yard line.
Exactly the same play. Once again, a fullback dive off the left side behind their most consistent side of their offensive line. Although in talking to Coach Watts earlier this week, he mentioned how impressed he's been with the right side as well. So they feel good about the entire offensive line right now.
1st and 10 for the Saints, just north of the 10-yard line of Homestead. Here's a snap, tailback, left side, breaks it out, tries to cut it back. It's a little slip, and he's going to go down after a gain of 1, maybe 2. That is Tippmann that time. Couldn't really decide when to cut it up, and a good job by Homestead stretching it out.
Looked like just a standard isolation play off the left tackle behind Joe Tippmann, but I think Homestead had more defenders there than we had blockers.
Tippmann checks out, and T.J. McGarry now shows up in the backfield for the Saints. It's going to be a 2nd and we'll call it 9 from the 10-yard line, just outside the 10. First quarter action, 6:34 to go. Zeros on the scoreboard. Dwenger threatening. I formation, give to McGarry. Going left side, nothing there. Big swarming defense by Homestead.
Same story. Bishop Dwenger overloading that left side in an unbalanced line look out of the I formation. And Homestead obviously has been watching film of the first 3 weeks. They know they like to go that direction and had more defenders than Dwenger had blockers.
So the ball is resting at the 10-yard line now. We'll call it 3rd and 9 coming up. Critical 3rd down here for the Saints as the field shrinks. Here's a snap. Read option, quarterback decides to keep it, throws, play action into the corner, out of bounds, and no good that time.
Got to tell you, they faked a running play to the right side out of the I formation, and O'Keefe rolled right. And I really like the decision that he made. It wasn't anywhere near any of the receivers, but he threw it out of bounds and lived to fight another play, which I thought was a great decision on his part.
Field goal unit is in for the Saints as number 24 Garrett comes in to chip this one in, or try to anyway. The holder for the Saints is going to be number 19 Drew Lytle. From the left hash mark, he is going to put this one down at the 16-yard line, maybe the 17. Get a better look here as the official moves away. So a 27-yarder coming up for Garrett, number 24. Here's a snap. It's good. The hold looks good. The kick, end-over-end kick. Is it good? It is. The opening drive for the Bishop Dwenger Saints results in 3 points on the scoreboard with 5:44 to go as Garrett puts up the gold helmets right now. And we are back in 30 seconds, ladies and gentlemen. Stick around. You're listening to high school football on Redeemer Radio, 106.3 FM.
When you experience a sports injury, muscle, or joint pain, you want treatment right away. Parkview Ortho Express provides same-day orthopedic and sports injury care without referral or appointment, offering diagnostics, x-rays, the region's only body composition DEXA scan right inside of the Sport One Parkview Fieldhouse. Walk in Monday through Thursday, 7 to 7, Friday, 7 to 5, and Saturday, 8 to noon. For more information, go to parkviewsportsmedicine.com/orthoexpress.
The Bishop Dwenger Saints drive started at the 22-yard line, and it results in 3 points on the board from Garrett's 26-yard field goal. And now the kickoff team is in, and we will see the Homestead offense on the field. Now, interestingly enough, will Filler kick to Cam Shannon? That is a great question, and back with Shannon is also another dangerous player for Homestead. That's Kazai, number 15.
Yep, they put some skill guys back there. Shannon's deadly from back there, as Bishop Lures found out a week ago when he ran one back against them. This is a big deal for the Saints in order to cover this kick.
Filler, end-over-end kick, going to Shannon, and he's got it at the 11-yard line, going back to the middle of the field, tries to get some room, and he is going to get hit shy of the 20, going down, flag coming out on the far side of the field in the flats, back at the 32-yard line.
Saints continue their special teams stellar play by holding Shannon inside the 20.
There's actually 2 flags on the field. There's one back near the 20-yard line as well on the far side. Let's see what the indication is. It's a personal foul against the Saints. That might be a face mask. I don't know. Again, the officials are gesturing to the far side of the field as we're in the opposite press box, so we don't get a good look at the calls, but the angle this time was fine.
I think you're right, Sean. I think we potentially had a face mask there.
So that will give Homestead better field position out to the 34-yard line, and here they come on offense. They are led by, it is Jake Archbold, the junior quarterback, 6'1", 200. Tremendous option quarterback. Very dangerous, not only on the ground but through the air as well. Wing back offset to the right now. Here's a snap, rolling to the right. Archbold Looks to throw on the run. He's got a man, and it is incomplete that time. He went for Trevin Taylor, who had his defense beat.
Great play design on the part of the Homestead Spartans. Archibald ran right and held the ball as a ball carrier, in fact, and then at the last second drew the ball up and made the throw, really selling that run fake first.
So an incomplete pass on first down brings up 2nd and 10 for the Spartans. The ball is at the 34-yard line. 5:28 to go here in the first quarter. 3-0, Dwenger on top. Archibald looks over the defense. Has a snap. Rolling to his left. Here's a pitch. And he's taking it up the middle. Taking it out near the 40-yard line is number 26, Brandon Hardwick, for the Homestead Spartans.
Simple speed option off to the left side to pick up about 5.5 yards and make it a manageable third down here.
Ball is resting at the 40-yard line. Homestead does not huddle. They get their play in from the sideline. Archibald will be in the shotgun on 3rd and a long 4 now. Defense shows blitz. They check off, come away from the line. Archibald now barks out an audible. Here's a snap. Archibald looks to throw, guns it into the flats. It is caught. No yards after the catch, but Taylor's got it at the 45, and that will be enough for a Homestead first down by a yard.
Quick hitch route on the right side, just inside of Obergfell. We're able to complete that. A big deal for Homestead to move those chains. They've made a concerted effort to get off to a better start in games. That's been their bugaboo all season long, and to keep the chains rolling on this drive is a big deal for them.
At the 45-yard line with a 1st and 10. Homestead moving right to left on your radio dial. 2 wideouts to the left side, 1 wide right. From the shotgun, Archibald. Play action. Flushed from the pocket. He's running. He's getting pursued. He's trying to make the corner. He can't make the corner. He will duck out of bounds after a gain of 2, maybe 3.
If you're Bishop Dwenger, you're thrilled with that. You flushed him from the pocket where he's extremely dangerous, and we're able to hold him to a yard or 2. Great pursuit by that Bishop Dwenger defense.
A lot of speed shown that time. So that brings up a 2nd and 8 for the Spartans. 3-0 is your score. Dwenger on top, Homestead driving. Trips package to the right side now. Archibald in the shotgun. Here's a snap. Going to his right. Pitch is right. Hardwick's got some room. He gets out to the midfield stripe and is dropped. Looks like the ball might have popped free, but they call him down right at the 50.
Another speed option play, this time to the right side, to the trip side. Those 3 receivers out there in one-on-one blocking situations, and I thought the Saints, particularly Hayden Ellinger, did a great job of getting off of blocks out there.
That's going to bring up a 3rd and 5 right from the 50 for Homestead here. Can they keep this drive alive with 3:20 to go here in the first quarter? Saints, 3 down linemen. McGarry showing heat. Here comes the blitz. He throws it, and it's an outlet pass. He's got the first down and more. Big stick on the far side of the field. Gain of 7 will be enough for a Homestead first down.
Obergfell at his left corner's position really came up and made a great stick. Unfortunately for the Saints, it was beyond the first down marker.
So Homestead gets into Dwenger territory. They mark him down at the 43-yard line. So 1st and 10 coming up as Homestead is putting together a good first drive here. 3:06 remaining in the first quarter. They're down by 3. Archibald in the shotgun. Trips package on the left side now. Here's a snap. And it's again a read option. Quarterback has it. He rolls to his right. He's got pressure. He gets flushed out of bounds. And that is going to be, depending upon the spot, either back at the line of scrimmage or maybe even a small loss.
TJ McGarry made the play for the Saints there. He was coming on a blitz. Homestead had a play-action pass dialed up, and I believe that the receiver was open in the area that TJ vacated, but he got there in time to flush Archibald out of the pocket.
2nd and 10 now for Homestead. They back away from the line, look to the sidelines, and it gets called in. Just under 3 to go here in the first quarter. Protector offsets to the left this time. Here's a snap. He looks to throw, fires, and it is knocked away. Great job that time by Tippmann.
TJ Tippmann came up from his strong safety spot, knocked that ball away, kind of blew up the pass play. Interesting that the Saints are choosing a little bit of press coverage out here on these wide receivers, Sean, to make sure they don't get a free release off the line. That's pretty crafty from defensive coordinator Casey Colton.
Indeed. Big down here. 3rd and 10 from the 43. Archibald looks to throw. He's got pressure. He steps up. He's still got pressure. Guns it, and he's got a man. He breaks a tackle. That's Little. He's still on his feet, trying to get down the field. Gets down to the 20. 1st and 10, Homestead.
Griffin Little, number 9, sat down in the middle of a zone area in coverage, and Archibald was able to get him the football. Griffin Little leads the area with 23 catches, all over 400 yards receiving.
And that was a 23-yard reception by Little that time. And that was a drive saver right there. They are knocking at the door. 1st and 10 from the 20-yard line at the red zone now for Homestead. Single setback. Here's a snap. Here's a read. Give to that setback through the middle. That's Hardwick again on the carry. He's going to be inside the 20 down to about the 15.
Now that's a play that Homestead is thrilled with. A handoff to the running back. Obviously the Saints are keying on Archibald, the quarterback, in the run game, and they're thrilled to get 5 yards from their running back.
2nd and 5 now. Now this is where we saw Homestead struggle a little bit against Lures, is as the field shrinks. Here's a snap. Again, give to Hardwick through the middle. He is stuffed at the line of scrimmage and driven sideways. Can be very little gain, maybe a yard.
Interior of the Saints defense there, coming up big, holding that to a minimal gain and forcing a fairly big 3rd down play.
And we will call this 3rd and 4 now after that 1-yard gain. 1:25 remaining here in the first quarter. 3-0 is your score. Dwenger on top. Homestead is in the red zone. Is it 2-down territory? Let's find out. On 3rd and 4. Archibald rolls to his right, looks to throw. He's got pressure, still rolling, still looking. He still has pressure. He's got trouble, and he is going to go down sacked back at the 17-yard line.
Defensive tackle number 42, Jordan Watercutter, made a tremendous play there. He was able to get to the quarterback. They had a receiver open in the flat, but Archibald could not get him the ball because of Watercutter.
So that's a 2-yard sack for the Bishop Dwenger Saints defense. And let's see, it looks like the Homestead is bringing out the field goal crew.
Interesting.
Yep, that'll be Colin Crandall. He is a freshman, number 92. So here we go. He's going to launch this one from about the 23, so a 33-yarder. Kick is up, end over end. Looks good from here. And it is. We are tied at 3s here with 57.3 seconds remaining here in the first quarter, ladies and gentlemen. 3s on the scoreboard. We are going to step out for a 30-second break, brought to you by Briscoe Family Dentistry. Stick around, folks. You're listening to SAC Football on Redeemer Radio 106.3 FM.
When you experience a sports injury, muscle, or joint pain, you want treatment right away. Parkview Ortho Express provides same-day orthopedic and sports injury care without referral or appointment, offering diagnostics, x-rays, the region's only body composition DEXA scan right inside of the Sport One Parkview Fieldhouse. Walk in Monday through Thursday, 7 to 7, Friday, 7 to 5, and Saturday, 8 to noon. For more information, go to parkviewsportsmedicine.com/Ortho Express.
Sidelines and talk to Joey. Joey, what do you have for us from the sidelines?
You know what? It's interesting to see the different offensive attacks by both teams. Homestead looking to throw it through the air a little bit more than the Saints. The Saints want to ground and pound the game out. You know, they had the ball for 6 minutes. It'll be interesting to see. The offensive lines look like they're holding up, pretty good against each other. It'll be a very interesting game, to say the least. Back up to you.
All right, here we go. On the kickoff for Homestead. Freshman puts his leg into it. Up back has got it near the 10-yard line. Looks for that wall. He's got some room. Gets north of the 25. Tripped up just shy of the 30.
Hayden Ellinger.
Ellinger, yep, number 23 on the return that time. So the Bishop Dwenger Saints will come out on offense. And it looks like they're going to spot the ball near the 28-yard line. A few more plays to go here in the first quarter. And the Saints come out tied at 3 with the Homestead Spartans. Great crowd out here. Fantastic student section for Homestead. Look at all that. They're all dressed in white out there. The rain has held off so far. It is overcast and threatening, but just a beautiful night out here on the southwest side of Fort Wayne. Under center, quarterback. There's a little dump pass out to the flats. Tillman tries to make something out of it, dragging tacklers with him. Gets out to the 30. Should have been hit in the backfield and dropped.
I'm not sure about the play design there, whether that was designed to be that way or not, but O'Keefe actually threw the ball in a backwards lateral to Tillman, which to me is pretty dangerous. Yeah. But they were able to pick up a couple of yards with it.
All right, so we call that a gain of 2, bringing up a 2nd and 8. Clock continues to run. 20 seconds remaining here. Could be the last play for the Saints here in the first quarter. Trips package, tight trips package to the right side. One left and a single protector back there for O'Keefe. Here's a pitch. Going to the right side, trying to get some room. He can't find anything. Great pursuit that time by Cam Shannon and company on defense.
Whole host of Homestead Spartans in on that tackle.
That is a tackle for loss back to the 24-yard line. And that's going to do it for your first quarter of action, ladies and gentlemen. 3-3 is your first quarter score. The Bishop Dwenger Saints tied with Homestead. And we are going to go ahead and step out for a 1-minute break right now. So stick around, folks. A lot more action coming up after this 1-minute break.
Runners are running. Play coming home.
From the crucial plays to the highlight of the game to the victory celebration, we are there. Summit City Sports isn't just a business. It's a group of companies investing in the youth of Fort Wayne athletics. It's because of Parkview Sports Medicine, because of Kelly Automotive Group, Indiana Wesleyan University, and Big Eye Fish, that we can produce our broadcast viewed by hundreds of thousands in Northeast Indiana and beyond. Support Summit City Sports. Become a sponsor. Join our winning team today.
Football fans, Bishop Luers High School is a proud sponsor of tonight's game. Bishop Luers High School, a Catholic educational community that instills in each student dignity, integrity, respect, and responsibility. Catch the Luers spirit at www.bishopluers.org. We are back to second quarter action now. It is 3rd and 14 for the Saints. The ball is on the 24-yard line. Playing behind the sticks. He's looking to throw. And it is going to be a middle screen that time. He breaks 1, he breaks 2, breaks 3, gets out there. He is down north of the 35, but I think he's still going to be shy of the first down marker.
It appears that's the case, although I will tell you, what a great play, a great screen, caught Homestead really by surprise there, and just about picked up the 14 yards that they needed. It appears they're about a yard short.
Yeah, he's at the 36-yard line. We do have a Homestead player down on the far side of the field. While they attend to him, we're going to send things down to the sidelines and check in with Nick Gray from Area Scores and Highlights. Nick Gray, what do you have for us?
Right now, the big shocking upset, maybe, I don't know, not an upset, but Lee Northrop is beating Carroll 14-0 at Northrop. Another one I have is Columbia City's beating Huntington North 7-0, and New Haven's up on Leo 10-0. So hadn't heard much about Luers at Concordia or Snyder at Southside, but once I find out, I'll bring them up to you guys.
Punt team is on for the Bishop Dwenger Saints. That's filler back there. That was Cam Shannon, who was taken off of the field for the Homestead Spartans. So the punt team comes on. This will be Dwenger's first punt of the night. And now we've got a whistle on the play.
Because Cam Shannon was hurt,
yeah.
They had no deep receiver for the punt.
That's right, yeah. So Homestead has to burn a timeout, and we'll go ahead and keep things right here. Well, Corey, we're 12 minutes down, and has this been the game you thought it was going to be?
It really has been, Sean. I've been impressed with both Homestead's offense, their ability to move the ball down the field, and Bishop Dwenger's ball control offense so far in their ability to move the ball. I think this game's going to be won or lost probably in the trenches. I'm curious to see as the night wears on just how well both of these teams are able to hold up front.
Well, and execute their style of play.
Absolutely.
That's what it comes down to, because obviously so far in these 12 minutes we've seen really radically different styles of offense.
Tremendous contrast in offensive ability. I mean, you've got a hard-nosed, old-school offense from Bishop Dwenger that you could have seen on TV 25 years ago, and you've got a new upscale spread.
All right, hey, the offense is back on the field on 4th and 2 in their own territory. Here's a snap, power eye right. They give it to McGarry. He gets around the corner. He gets wrangled. Is he going to be there? That's the question. Can TJ McGarry get it? It comes down to the spot. He needed 2. I think he got 1.5. Let's see what they do here.
Gutsy play call on the Dwenger side to go for that. Looks like maybe a measurement. Are they going to? No.
Nope, they did not make it. Wow. So not even a measurement there. So Jason Garrett rolls the dice and comes up short that time for Bishop Dwenger. And the Homestead defense holds.
First big momentum play in the game, I would suggest, Sean.
So they put it on the backs of the Dwenger defense to make a stop here with a short field. Homestead takes over, 1st and 10. From the Dwenger 37-yard line. Here's a snap. Archbold looks. He's got a slant coming in. Little screen. He's got it, and he's going to gain 2 after a nice pursuit by the Dwenger D-backs.
They went with a kind of a jailbreak screen off the left side, and Jared Lee for the Saints sniffed that out very effectively.
So a gain of 2 that time. 2nd and 8 coming up for the Saints. Archbold in the shotgun. Checks off, looks to the sidelines. Play is waved in. Hardwick's to his right. 2 wide outs left, 2 right. Here's a snap. He looks left, fires left, hitch. And he goes down to get it. That's Little. And he's got it. That's a good snag from the carpet down at the 26-yard line.
Tremendous throw from Archibald. Their passing game is so succinct, Sean. He's able to throw that out route before the receiver even breaks from his route, and their timing is impeccable.
So 1st and 10 coming up for Homestead. Ball is at the 26-yard line of Bishop Dwenger with 10:05 remaining here in the second quarter. 3-3 is your score. Archbold directing Little. Wing left. Here's a snap. Play action. Looks to throw. He's got pressure. He gets flushed. Rolling right. Still has pressure. Gets hit and launches it into the stratosphere. And no flags on the play, but boy, did he take a shot from McGarry.
Great job by the defensive line of the Saints. Joe Tippmann was in there. Jordan Watercutter, looks like Vinny Fiacable. Those guys creating pressure, pushing Archibald from the pocket, and making that incompletion happen.
So the incompletion brings up 2nd and 10, stops the clock at 9:44. Same formation this time, only Taylor is wide out to the right on the far side here. Here's a snap. Play action, quarterback has it, trying to get outside. He doesn't get much at all as TJ Tippmann comes in, swarms over and stuffs him.
That is a great play from your strong safety, running the alley, so to speak, down the hash mark almost, and making that play on the quarterback after he kept it on the zone read.
Gain of 1 brings up 3rd and 9. 2 wide outs on the left, 2 wide right. Archbold from the shotgun checks off and looks back. Coach Kolkman animated down there for the Bishop Dwenger Saints. 3rd and 9. This is a big play for Homestead. Here's a snap. He looks left. He fires left. And it is, did he get it? What a catch! Unbelievable. Is that Kazai out there, number 15?
Tremendous catch. It was actually tipped. It looks like by Howell, 37. Charlie Howe got his hands on it, and it still made it to Kezai, and he had the ability to make the catch. Tremendous catch to keep that drive alive, although it's 4th and 1.
It is 4th and 1, and the offense remains on the field. They are inside the red zone, down at the 17-yard line. Tight formation now, foot to foot. And now we got a timeout. A timeout. Coach Kolkman wants to talk to his defense. Wow. So, again, I think from the looks of the formation there, as the spreads were really tight, I think Archbold was just going to go man up underneath that center and go for it.
I agree. If they didn't draw them off with a hard count, I think they were going to go there first, it appeared to me.
That's exactly right. And so we'll see. The timeout is on the field right now. The Homestead Spartans are facing a 4th and 1. Ball is resting at the 17-yard line of Dwenger, and they've got a big decision to make after the Dwenger Saints have burned a timeout. So, again, with this little break here, it gives me an opportunity to tell you about one of our sponsors, and that's Pete Henry over at H&L Electric. They are your full-service electrical contractor from commercial, industrial, and residential. H&L Electric can handle the smallest to the largest of projects for your business or residence. Call Pete Henry at H&L Electric.
A couple things there, Sean. Number one, I like the timeout use by Coach Kolkman. That's a big play in the game. It's a momentum play. And the other thing that it allowed him to do is he was able to put in his heavy group up front in his defensive line, just in case they do go with that quarterback sneak. But they're not. They're in the gun.
He's in the shotgun. Archbold now has a single setback in the backfield with him. That's Cam Rogers. 2 wideouts left on the short side, 2 wide right. Press coverage. Here's a snap. Give to the tailback. Oh, a bonnet comes off. And let's see. Dwenger says no. Homestead says yes. It depends upon the spot. That was a blast right up the middle. That should be enough for a first down to the 15-yard line.
Mercy, when a helmet comes flying off 5 yards into the backfield, you know there's some hitting going on
That's
up front.
Exactly right. So the 4th and 1 pays off for Homestead, and they've got a fresh set of downs.
I love the chess match going on right now between the Homestead offensive coordinator, Bill Skelton, and the Dwenger defensive coordinator, Casey Kolkman. Back and forth, glance plays to see what the defense is in before calling their offensive play. High-level stuff.
1st and 10 from the 15. Again, a read option. Quarterback decides to keep it. He's hit in the backfield and stopped for no gain. Good penetration by the front 3 for Dwenger.
They sniffed that out. That quarterback keep on a power read there with the pulling guard out in front, but they were able to get enough defenders to the point of attack and sniff that out.
Fia Cable doing a fine job there for the Saints with 7:35 remaining in the first half. 3-3 is your score, but Homestead is threatening. Ball at the 16-yard line now. Here's a snap. Archbold looks left, checks off, looks right. He flushes right. He's got a man open. He dumps it off into the flats. He's got Little at the 10, gets inside, gets stuck, steps out of bounds inside the 10-yard line.
Crossing route, Griffin Little came all the way across the formation from the Homestead side to the Dwenger side of the field, and Archibald extended that play long enough for him to get open in the flat.
All right, so let's check it. That was a nice gain of about 7 that time. Brings up a 3rd and 3. Ball resting on the 8-yard line of Bishop Dwenger. And now Homestead can take their time. Well, it looks like we've got a timeout, actually, an official timeout, as the umpire's gone over to the far side of the field to talk to the coach of Homestead.
Chad Zolman.
Yeah.
Former Bishop Dwenger assistant coach probably 15 years ago.
Official comes back to the middle of the field. And now Coach Garrett would like a word.
An explanation, please.
Yes. Well, again, 7:12 remaining here in the first half. 3-3 is your score. Spartans threatening, however. They're facing a 3rd and 3. The ball is on the 8-yard line. They wind the clock, and Archbold and company are ready to go for the Spartans. He'll be in the shotgun. Single setback. Here's a snap. Gives to the tailback around the end. He's got pressure. T.J. McGarry shoots the gap and nails him in the backfield.
twin TJs in on that tackle, McGarry and Tippmann, both of them in the backfield. Another tackle for loss by that Bishop Dwenger defense.
That was a big one because now it brings up 4th down. And if they are going to 4th and about 8, maybe 7 here, and it looks like the kicking team is coming on. So that is a huge bend and not break display there by the Bishop Dwenger Saints to limit Homestead for a chance to get 3 on the board. This will be a 30-yarder. The freshman, Crandall, from the left hash mark. Snap is good. Kick is up, and it looks left. It is no good. So the Bishop Dwenger Saints decide to go for it on 4th, Corey. They were no good, and the defense comes up huge.
Tremendous play by the Bishop Dwenger defense, led by defensive coordinator Casey Kolkman. Coach Garrett mentioned when he got hired way back in February that he had a little bit of riverboat gambler in him, that they were going to go on 4th down occasionally, and Dwenger faithful, so to speak, was just going to have to live with it. and he did, and his defense bailed him out in that instance. Tremendous play by them.
6:22 remaining in the first half. The score remains 3-3 as the Saints come up with a huge defensive stop, and the Spartans are not able to connect on a 30-yard field goal attempt. And now Dwenger, with a personnel issue, has to burn their last timeout of the half with 6:22 remaining. That could be a costly one right there. But it gives us a chance to also burn a timeout as well. So we'll step out for a 30-second break. You're listening to SAC Football here on Redeemer Radio, 106.3 FM.
Brooks steals it, tips it away to himself. He'll go to the hoop and slam it down.
They attack, they get a great shot.
Here he comes. And Lucas Craw.
Shot hits the post. And a centering feed to Luke Gibson. Shot scores.
The rush comes. Oh, almost picked off by Ethan Hoover.
And the takedown.
Live action here at Homestead High School. It's the Bishop Dwenger Saints on offense now, on their 20. Under center, here's O'Keefe. Quarterback, bootlegging, around, looks to throw, decides to run, gets to the 30, gets out close to the 35 that time.
Great job once again by Patrick O'Keefe. He's been a little bit maligned through the first 3 games of this year with some of his passing efficiency, but I'm here to tell you tonight, Sean, he has made great decisions.
He surely has, and I think Coach Watts is seeing that and trusting him with more and more with the better decisions that he makes.
Couldn't agree more.
Yeah. So we call that a gain of 14 out to the 34-yard line. 1st and 10 again for the Saints. 2 wideouts on the short side, 1 wide left. Here's a snap. Play action, give to the man through the middle. Not much there. Hit immediately. Big brick wall put up by Homestead.
Straight ahead run by Devin Tippmann, and not much there in the middle of that Homestead D.
No. So we'll call that 2nd and 9 as they place the ball at the 35-yard line. Saints taking their time now.
The contrast in styles is something that's really interesting here between the spread offense of Homestead and the power football offense of the Saints. Just even in the way they call in their plays, Sean.
That's right. Yeah. I formation for the Saints now. O'Keefe under center. Here's a snap. He's going to look to throw. Airs it out. He's going over the top. He's got a man. Oh, in and out of the hands of Lytle. He cannot bring it in.
Tremendous play action fake by Patrick O'Keefe. Made a great throw right down the middle. Lytle, who we haven't seen, Brendan Lytle, at receiver previously, is in to try to make a play to stretch that defense down the middle, just off of his outstretched fingertips.
So the pass is incomplete. That's going to bring up 3rd and 9 for the Saints. But knowing Coach Watts like I do, he's not disappointed. Because the pass was there.
Absolutely.
He was able to beat coverage, and he had some room. So we might see that one again. Let's see what happens. All right, an empty backfield now for O'Keefe. He looks to throw, quarterback draw right through the middle. He's at the 40, gets close to the 45. He's got it. O'Keefe with the quarterback draw right up the gut gets a 1st down for the Saints.
You can just see the confidence building with every play in number 10, Patrick O'Keefe at the quarterback position. A lot of fun to watch him develop right before our eyes here.
Ball is now resting at the 46-yard line. Still grinding that clock out. Just over 5 minutes to go here in the first half. Still threes on the scoreboard. 3-3 is your score. Dwenger putting together a drive from the 20. They've gained 26 so far, out to the 46-yard line. O'Keefe under center with an I formation. Here's a snap. Bootleg, he's going to take it around the side. Going right towards us. Gets out of the he cannot get out of the backfield. And is he going to get up? Oh my goodness. It looked like he took a pop to the knee or something like that.
I couldn't tell whether it was an ankle or a hyperextension of a knee, but he went down really awkwardly. But he's gotten back up, and he's back to the huddle.
Wow. All right, so again, let's see. That's going to bring up a 2nd and 13 now. Ball was at the 46. Now it's back at the 43-yard line. O'Keefe again under center. Here's a snap, give to the tailback. That's Tippmann taking it through the middle. He's got room, gets into Homestead territory, down to the 45 and very close to a first down.
Big run by Devin Tippmann over that right side of the Dwenger offensive line. That's Joe Henry at guard and Luke Wigington at right tackle, who don't get the press of their left side line mates, but very effective run there to the right side.
That's going to bring up 3rd and inches now for the Saints. That was a critical run for the Gold Helmets. On 3rd and inches now, O'Keefe under center again, I formation. 9 in the box for Homestead, and Tippmann rolls through again on that right side and gets a first down.
Very impressed with what we're seeing here from the right side of the Dwenger offensive line tonight. Obviously, Homestead has geared up to stop that Joe Tippmann side with extra defenders, and Bishop Dwenger smart enough to take advantage of it.
Sure, yeah. All right, so 1st and 10 for the Saints in Homestead territory. Ball is at the 42 with a fresh set of downs. Again, I formation, snap, give to the fullback this time, trying to break it outside left is number 38 for the Bishop Dwenger Saints, and that is, again,
Lucas
Crone, yeah.
Our
internet star.
Yeah, our internet star, our toughest 165-pound football player in the city, Lucas Crone.
He gains 4, brings up a 2nd and 6. We got a new quarterback now as O'Keefe comes and has to sit down.
It appears he's really favoring something in the leg there.
Now, will this be Brendan Lytle? It will be. Number 13, Lytle comes in. This could be exciting. Let's see what happens here. Lytle under center, gives it the tailback. That's Tippmann. Takes it down to about the 36-yard line. That's going to bring up a 3rd and short for the Saints.
Doing a great job offensively, mixing in a run in the pass. I would say, offensive coordinator Mark Watt is losing that Mr. Vanilla title here a little bit. They've done a good job of mixing it up here in the first half.
2 minutes to go here in the first half. 3s on the scoreboard. 3-3 is your score. Dwenger driving. New quarterback, Brendan Lytle. He's a sophomore, number 13, in the shotgun. Looks to throw. He's got pressure. Oh, it's a draw. He cannot get out of it. He is stuffed back near the 39-yard line.
Swarmed by Kai Johnson, linebacker number 23 for the Spartans, as well as some of his defense mates. They didn't buy the draw on that particular play, Sean.
No, they surely did not. And, of course, now to preserve the clock, Homestead calls a timeout with 1:41 to go as the Saints are facing a 4th and 6 now at the 38-yard line. We're going to go ahead and check in with Nick Gray here, and maybe he can give us an update as to who is coming up on the halftime show. Nick, do you have your ears on?
I sure do, guys. We're going to do a repeat from our Northside game, and we're going to have Father Jay Horning, Father David Hunick, and the principal of Bishop Dwenger High School, Jason Schiffley, on with us at halftime. So we're looking forward to version 2, and maybe we'll get more than 30 seconds. Back up to you guys.
Yeah, watch those hand signals. All right, thanks very much, Nick Gray. John Paul Filler is in to kick this one away. He's going to punt from about the 50. Cam Shannon is back for Homestead. He is inside the 5-yard line for the Spartans. 1:41 remaining in the first half. 3-3 is your score. The Dwenger drive stalls, and the punt team is on. It's a high snap. He's got it, though. Gets the kick away. and it is going to hit at the 10. They turn around, they can't find the ball, and it trickles into the end zone for a touchback.
I'm sure that although they would have loved to have downed it inside the 5 or the 10, Bishop Dwenger is thrilled that Cam Shannon's not returning it.
That's it right there. So the ball will come back out to the 20-yard line. And the Homestead Spartans will have 1 minute and 34 seconds to try and get a lead going into halftime. This is a big drive for Homestead because, again, to start the third quarter, Corey, the Saints are going to have the ball. So
New quarterback.
And a new quarterback. Here's a snap. That's Goody with a snap, and it's going to be an incomplete pass. Great protection that time by the Saints, and Little, normally sure-handed, just can't come up with it.
Charlie Howe was right there to help him take his eyes off the football. But interesting that they get into a 2-minute drill situation here with 1.5 minutes left in the half, and they go to their 6'5" signal caller, sophomore Luke Goody, to run the 2-minute offense here.
Yep. Well, we saw Luke Goody last week against Bishop Luers, and he can throw a tasty, tasty pass. Here he is in the shotgun. Saints back off coverage. He's looking to throw, guns it across the middle. It is behind Little a little bit, but that was a catchable ball, Corey.
Absolutely. That's 2 in a row for usually Mr. Sure-Handed Griffin Little.
Yeah. And now we've got a flag coming out on the sidelines, and it looks like that might be a sideline infraction against the Bishop Dwenger Saints.
I believe so. First one's normally a warning.
Yep.
So they've got to stay out of that white area of the field. That's an emphasis for these officials in this day and age.
Yeah, back in the day, Coach Tone would be out near the numbers every play. I know that. 1:25 remaining here in the contest. Speaking of back in the day, I wonder what the Godfather's doing right now. I think I have an idea, but we'll see. All right, big down here for Homestead. 3rd and 10 coming up. Here's a snap, Goody. Oh, it's a draw, and he's going to be hit in the backfield and stuffed. Oh, boy.
This is tremendous job by the Bishop Dwenger defense. Jordan Watercutter there. But what I was going to mention to begin with was this would be a great time to still have a timeout left.
Right.
They are so deep in their own territory here. Homestead's got to punt the ball inside their own 15, but the clock is just ticking away precious seconds that Bishop Dwenger won't have to try to score before the end of the half. We're down to 55 seconds left, Sean.
And they are going to eke every second out that they can. Still 10 seconds on the clock, on the play clock here.
They may even wait and just call a timeout.
Right. Yeah, Griffin Little will be back to punt this one for Homestead. And they do. Yep, they burn a timeout.
Smart play by Coach Zolman there. Not to take the 5-yard delay a game, but use their last timeout because that 5 yards is pretty precious down there and they're deep in their own territory.
The ball is resting at the 14-yard line, and so Little is going to have to punt this one from inside his 5, and that is going to give Dwenger a very short field, even if they don't get any type of return on the ball, which they probably should. Let's see what happens here.
They're going to have 35 seconds left, odds are, at the end of this punt, with the football probably in Homestead territory, more than likely. And a couple of things I'm interested. I'm interested to see if Patrick O'Keefe is ready to go back in the game. Is he healthy again? It sounds like Joey just kind of reported to us that he has a bit of a hamstring issue.
He's down there throwing the ball around. Lytle is back as one of the return men for Bishop Dwenger. He's standing at the Homestead 45-yard line. From the end zone stripe, here's Little on the punt, gets it away, and it's going to go right to Lytle. He's catching it in stride. The 30, the 20, the 15, the 10, gets knocked out of bounds inside the red zone. Brendan Lytle with a huge return for the Bishop Dwenger Saints.
The best part of that return, Sean, was that he fielded it. Oftentimes, on a short punt like that, you will not have the punt returner go up and field it. They'll let it bounce because they figure that's enough yardage.
Yep.
But Brendan had the presence of mind to field it, run it back. Although there is a penalty, it appears. Around the 20, there's a flag.
Oh, boy. Well, let's see what that assessment is. They are walking, to pick up the flag at this point. And I think they're going to pick up that flag.
Interesting.
So the ball is at the 16-yard line, and it looks like Patrick O'Keefe is in as quarterback for the Saints. First and 10 with 31.4 seconds remaining.
I'll remind you, Sean, that they have no timeouts left.
That's right.
So odds are this is probably going to be put in the air.
O'Keefe has a single back behind him. That's Tipman, number 25. 2 wideouts on the short side, 1 wide right. Here's a snap. He looks left, throws it left to the corner. Griffin has it and dropped. Was that Griffin Eifert? I believe it was, number 32. Yes, the intended receiver, it was in his hands, but the defender was there as well to knock it away.
Tremendous play by corner Taj Wilson, number 3 for the Homestead defense. This 5'9", 150-pound senior. Griffin Eifert had the ball in his hands, and Taj ripped through those 2 hands and knocked it loose.
Tremendous defensive effort there by Homestead. Here come the Saints to try it again with 26 seconds remaining on 2nd and 10. Ball at the 16-yard line of Homestead. Here's a snap. Looks at the screen. Checks off. Goes to the wheel route. And it is deflected again. Ball took a little bit too long to get to that wheel route receiver, and it is knocked away by number 11 for Homestead.
Junior Nick Martin. Wow, that was could have been very costly for the Saints. Might have been potentially the first bad decision by Patrick O'Keefe tonight. I don't think he saw linebacker Nick Martin when he went to throw to the back in the flat. Mr. Martin comes up with that. He's got about 70 yards of real estate in front of him for a score.
So the clock stops with 20 seconds remaining. 3rd and 10 now for the Saints from the 16-yard line. Lytle's going to be in the slot to the left. From the shotgun. O'Keefe looks left. He looks left. Guns to the corner. He's looking for Lytle. Does he have him? No. No good that time. Any flag? No flag on the play, and that's going to bring up 4th and 10 from the 16. And it looks like Garrett is coming out to try a field goal.
It was really off his hands, Lytle. He ran the wheel route around the left side of the Dwenger offense. Ryan Burton, number 29, the sophomore linebacker from Homestead, did a great job in man coverage, covered him all the way from the slot out to the corner of the end zone.
Garrett is in. The ball will be teed up at about the 23, so a 33-yard attempt for Garrett. The hold is in. The kick is up, and it looks good from here. It is. Garrett, with 11 and a half seconds, puts one through, and 3 more points on the board for the Bishop Dwenger Saints. 6-3 is your score now. And now, okay, if you're a Dwenger fan, Corey, you're glad they got points. But you got to be frustrated with, 3 chances at the 16, and they weren't able to really do anything.
No, there's no question about that. They were hamstrung by the fact that they had no timeouts. It really limited their ability of what they could do offensively there. They really had to go through the air primarily only so that an incompletion would stop the clock. But the difference in the game so far, honestly, is the special teams. Both teams have attempted 2 field goals. Dwenger's made their 2. Homestead's missed 1.
Yep, there you go. 6-3 is your score with 11 and a half seconds remaining here in the first half. Dwenger converts. And again, we'll be preparing to kick this one away from the 40. Right in the middle of the field, J.P. Filler puts the ball down. Cam Shannon and Kazai are back deep for Homestead. They're kicking right to left on your radio dial. Puts his leg into it. Nice kick that time. Might trickle out of bounds, but, it hits the pylon, and that'll be a touchback. So no return there allowed for Cam Shannon. And Homestead, assuming, will take either a shot or a knee here with 11 and a half seconds.
I would, against a good kickoff returner, I would call that the perfect kick. Off the pylon for a touchback.
Yeah. So they place the ball at the 20-yard line. And trying to get a look out there to see who our Homestead quarterback is. Looks like Goody.
Looks like we're going to take a knee here and go in at the half.
Yep. Goody's going to be under center. And he does take a knee, and that's going to do it for our first half of action, ladies and gentlemen. The Bishop Dwenger Saints are up over the Homestead Spartan going into the tunnel. 6-3 is your halftime score. When we come back, we will have our halftime presentation live from Homestead Field as the Homestead Spartan Band prepare to entertain the crowd here during halftime. 6-3 is your halftime score. Stick around, folks. We're back after this 1-minute break. You are listening to SAC Football here on Redeemer Radio, 106.3 FM.
When you experience a sports injury, muscle, or joint pain, you want treatment right away. Parkview Ortho Express provides same-day orthopedic and sports injury care without referral or appointment, offering diagnostics, x-rays, the region's only body composition DEXA scan right inside of the Sport One Parkview Fieldhouse. Walk in Monday through Thursday, 7 to 7, Friday, 7 to 5, and Saturday, 8 to noon. For more information, go to parkviewsportsmedicine.com/orthoexpress.
It's the comets. Comets falling from the sky. 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 Comets falling from the sky.
This is the first time I've been able to do this kind of more complete understanding or view of your body. One of the things that's really important about this is that it's kind of legitimizing us as athletes.
Parkview Sports Medicine. Game on.
The Kelly Automotive Group is simple, transparent, reliable. Simple. Our customer specialists make buying a car easy and fun. Transparent. Our price listed is the best price. No hassle, no gimmicks. Reliable. Buy with confidence and peace of mind. We work hard to ensure the best value however you shop. Choose from over 60 vehicles under $10,000. Visit drivekelly.com. The Kelly Automotive Group. Simple, transparent, reliable.
Concussions. They're a concern for parents of athletes in any sport. That's why Parkview Sports Medicine is leading the way with the area's first concussion clinic. Our integrated sports medicine team utilizes an innovative, evidence-based approach to manage athletic-related head injuries in those 14 and older, providing comprehensive care to get the athlete you love safely back in play. To schedule an appointment, call Parkview Sports Medicine at 266-4007. Reaching higher, pushing further. Parkview Sports Medicine. Game on.
Get mad about blue. Get mad about your Fort Wayne Mad Ants. When looking for the best basketball action in town, it's the Go to FortWayneMadAnts.com for the complete game schedule. See your Fort Wayne Mad Ants in action. Get mad about blue.
I chose St. Francis because they made a promise that I would have real-world experience that I could take when I graduated, and they delivered on that promise. For me, the classroom only gets you so far, so they're setting you up with an internship. I had a mentor that they set me up with that was a CEO of a DuPont hospital in Fort Wayne. They offer degrees in accounting, business administration, risk management and insurance, marketing, and finance. You know, they just did a great job of the full circle of not only the education but also the experience.
Parkview Sports Medicine, especially since I've been a pro, has been a place where my game has really been able to develop in multiple facets. Injury prevention, maintenance, physical therapy, weightlifting, agility work, all the things that I need to do in order to have an NBA body. This is the place for me to go when I come back home and I need to get a workout in. Always welcome me back with open arms.
Parkview Sports Medicine. Game on.
Both runners are running, play coming home.
From the crucial plays to the highlight of the game to the victory celebration, we are there. Summit City Sports isn't just a business, it's a group of companies investing in the youth of Fort Wayne athletics. It's because of Parkview Sports Medicine, because of Kelly Automotive Group, Indiana Wesleyan University, and Big Eye Fish, that we can produce our broadcast viewed by hundreds of thousands in Northeast Indiana and beyond. Support Summit City Sports Become a sponsor. Join our winning team today. Automotive Group, Indiana Wesleyan University, and Big Eye Fish, that we can produce our broadcast viewed by hundreds of thousands in Northeast Indiana and beyond. Support Summit City Sports. Become a sponsor. Join our winning team today.
The Kelly Automotive Group is simple, transparent, reliable. Simple. Our customer specialists make buying a car easy and fun. Transparent. Our price listed is the best price. No hassle, no gimmicks. Reliable. Buy with confidence and peace of mind. We work hard to ensure the best value however you shop. Choose from over 60 vehicles under $10,000. Visit drivekelly.com. The Kelly Automotive Group. Simple, transparent.
After we go live in the third. Okay. You got numbers? All right, I got to get you back up here too. Nick, I need you soon. Updates?
When you experience a sports injury, muscle, or joint pain, you want treatment right away. Parkview Ortho Express provides same-day orthopedic and sports injury care without referral or appointment, offering diagnostics, x-rays, the region's only body composition DEXA scan right inside of the Sport One Parkview Fieldhouse. Walk in Monday through Thursday, 7 to 7, Friday, 7 to 5, and Saturday, 8 to noon. For more information, go to parkviewsportsmedicine.com/orthoexpress.
It's the comets. Comets falling from the sky. 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 Comets falling from the sky.
This is the first time I've been able to do this kind of more complete understanding or view of your body. One of the things that's really important about this is that it's kind of legitimizing us as athletes.
Parkview Sports Medicine. Game on.
The Kelly Automotive Group is simple, transparent, reliable. Simple. Our customer specialists make buying a car easy and fun. Transparent. Our price listed is the best price. No hassle, no gimmicks. Reliable. Buy with confidence and peace of mind. We work hard to ensure the best value however you shop. Choose from over 60 vehicles under $10,000. Visit drivekelly.com. The Kelly Automotive Group. Simple, transparent, reliable.
Concussions. They're a concern for parents of athletes in any sport. That's why Parkview Sports Medicine is leading the way with the area's first concussion clinic. Our integrated sports medicine team utilizes an innovative, evidence-based approach to manage athletic-related head injuries in those 14 and older, providing comprehensive care to get the athlete you love safely back in play. To schedule an appointment, call Parkview Sports Medicine at 266-4007. Reaching higher, pushing further. Parkview Sports Medicine. Game on.
Get mad about blue. Get mad about your Fort Wayne Mad Ants. When looking for the best basketball action in town, it's the Go to FortWayneMadAnts.com for the complete game schedule. See your Fort Wayne Mad Ants in action. Get mad about blue.
I chose St. Francis because they made a promise that I would have real-world experience that I could take when I graduated, and they delivered on that promise. For me, the classroom only gets you so far, so they're setting you up with an internship. I had a mentor that they set me up with that was a CEO of a DuPont hospital in Fort Wayne. They offer degrees in accounting, business administration, risk management and insurance, marketing, and finance. They just did a great job of the full circle of not only the education, but also the experience.
Parkview Sports Medicine, especially since I've been a pro, has been a place where my game has really been able to develop in multiple facets. Injury prevention, maintenance, physical therapy, weightlifting, agility work, all the things that I need to do in order to have an NBA body. This is the place for me to go when I come back home and I need to get a workout in. Always welcome me back with open arms.
Parkview Sports Medicine. Game on.
Both runners are running, play coming home.
From the crucial plays to the highlight of the game to the victory celebration, we are there. Summit City Sports isn't just a business, it's a group of companies investing in the youth of Fort Wayne athletics. It's because of Parkview Sports Medicine, because of Kelly Automotive Group, Indiana Wesleyan University, and Big Eye Fish, that we can produce our broadcast viewed by hundreds of thousands in Northeast Indiana and beyond. Support Summit City Sports. Become a sponsor. Join our winning team today.
We have Jake Archibald, the quarterback, 6 carries for 1 yard is what the Bishop Dwenger defense has held him to. Brandon Hardwick's really been their ball carrier, 4 carries for 15 yards. And that's basically their rushing stats for Homestead. Passing yards, they had 60 yards passing. Jake Archibald, 7 of 10 for 60 yards. Goody did not complete a pass in the first half, had a couple of drops. We had receptions, 3 catches for 38 from Griffin Little, 2 catches from Connor Kazai for 10 yards. Reception 1 from 89 Trevin Taylor for 5. And that rounds out an 0 for 2, as I mentioned, for Luke Goody passing. So 76 total yards, 622 last week, 76 in the first half for the Homestead Spartans.
Wow.
For the Bishop Dwenger Saints, again, not going to take too long, 15 yards passing for the Bishop Dwenger Saints. 2 of 7 was Patrick O'Keefe through the air for 15 yards. And we had catches from, let's see here, we had a couple of catches, 1 reception for 12 yards from TJ Tittman, and it appears 1 reception from Devin Tittman for the rest of those passing yards. Yep. Rushing, Patrick had 4 carries, Patrick O'Keefe for 36 yards. Devin Tittman was the lion's share of the run game, 9 carries, 24 yards. Lucas Crone had a carry for 4 yards. TJ McGarry, a guy who I think they need to get involved more offensively, had 1 carry for 1 yard in the first half.
Yep.
Howie Steele, a carry for 5 yards. TJ Tittman, 4 carries for 14 yards. Hayden Ellinger, 3 carries for 20 yards. And then Brendan Lytle also had 2 carries for 18 yards. So 120 total yards of offense for the Bishop Dwenger Saints. So between the two teams, we had less than 200 yards of total offense again. Defense is winning the first half, Sean.
That they is. Yeah, absolutely right. So great call. The numbers are bearing out the action on the field. So, again, a very defensive-oriented first half. Let's see the adjustments that they have made for the second half. When we come back, we are getting ready to kick it off. Well, back in 30 seconds, this is SAC Football on Redeemer Radio, 106.3 FM.
When you experience a sports injury, muscle, or joint pain, you want treatment right away. Parkview Ortho Express provides same-day orthopedic and sports injury care without referral or appointment, offering diagnostics, x-rays, the region's only body composition DEXA scan right inside of the Sport One Parkview Fieldhouse. Walk in Monday through Thursday, 7 to 7, Friday, 7 to 5, and Saturday, 8 to noon. For more information, go to parkviewsportsmedicine.com/orthoexpress.
Football, ladies and gentlemen, it is 6-3, your halftime score, and the third quarter is right around the corner. Along with Corey Kitchen, I'm Sean McBride. Down on the sidelines, we've got Joey Colon and Nick Gray. Stats tonight provided by Charlie McBride. And our broadcast engineer back at the station, Chief Sports Engineer Robert Scora. Bishop Dwenger takes the field, getting ready to launch this one. J.P. Filler going to launch it from the 40-yard line. Homestead has Cam Shannon back there along with Kazai, number 15. John Paul Filler been pretty effective here on special teams so far tonight, Corey. I would say pretty exemplary.
I would call him almost a weapon, particularly on the kickoff. His ability to keep it away from their good return men has been critical. And again, we've said it all year long when it comes to the Saints, but their special teams, headed up by Todd Ellinger, John Bennett, Joe Wharton involved, the special teams has done the job.
Yeah, they have. Here's Filler's kick. High end over end kick, a little short, taking it about the 15. That's Shannon, waiting for the wall, looking, gets around the corner, he gets stuffed, hammered, and he's back. Dropped near the 15-yard line.
Gage Renbarger, number 36, junior defensive back for the Saints, was there on the tackle. A guy who doesn't get in offensively or defensively, but is becoming a special team standout for them.
Again, kept his lane, didn't bite, and again, when Shannon tried to turn back, there he was. Just a tremendous execution there by Dwenger Special Teams.
No question about it.
Here comes Homestead on offense. And we are going to take a look. It looks like Goody is in, number 12 for the quarterbacking job. He is a sophomore. Single setback. Here's a snap. Looks to throw. Got a wheel route. He's got his man, and he is hitting the open field and dropped. No real gain at the 15-yard line.
I cannot express enough how good an open field tackle that was by T.J. McGarry against a very good running back in Rogers. His ability to not take the juke, to stay with it, and just a great form tackle in space, which is tough to do.
It's actually a tackle for loss. Loss of 1 brings up 2nd and 11. They're taking their time. About 10 seconds left on the play clock now as the audible comes in. Goody's in the shotgun. Here's a snap. Looking left, firing left, going to the flats. Oh, nearly picked. He was going for Kazai, and Kazai didn't even know it.
Howie Steele in at corner, I think with the additional use of Brendan Lytle on offense, Howie Steele's getting an opportunity to play some corner for the Saints. Right through his hands, almost picked off.
Yeah, great coverage by Steele out there. So they burn the incompletion. That brings up 3rd and 11 now from the 15-yard line for Homestead. Goody is not, he did make a completion that time on this drive, but it was a tackle for loss as well. Here's a snap, looking left, firing left, and he's got off the ground. Again, was going for Kazai near the 30, and they could not make the connection.
Luke Goody just looked really uncomfortable back there. He threw way before his receiver broke. I wouldn't be shocked if they went back to Archibald on the next series.
Punt team is on. Little is back there for Homestead. Griffin Little, number 9. Standing at his own 1, will launch from about the 3 or 4. 2 men back here near the midfield stripe for Dwenger. Gets the kick away, angling to the right side. Great kick that time, and it is caught by Lytle, number 13, near the 46-yard line. No return possible there for the Saints, but a short field coming up for the Saints. And let's take a look and see who is coming out as quarterback for the Saints now. Looks like number 13, Lytle, will get the start here in the second half.
I see O'Keefe on the sideline, but nonetheless, Lytle's in.
So he's got 54 yards to make something happen here. 10:51 remaining in the third quarter. 6-3 is your score. Dwenger on top. And this is their first drive of the third quarter. Here's a snap. Give to the tailback. Through the gut. Bounces it out to the 50. Looks like Tippmann again on the carry.
Devin Reed on a bit of a zone, or Devin Tippmann, on a bit of a zone read there, and you might see Lytle. Lytle might be, he's as much of an athlete as Brendan is. This may give them even a better zone read opportunity for the quarterback to keep it.
And we saw O'Keefe do that a couple times in the first half, and Lytle, we think, has better legs, and let's see what they do here. I formation here after a gain of 3. Here's a snap, get to the tailback, tries to find something through the middle, going to push forward past the 50-yard line to the 49 of Homestead.
Another good hard run on an ISO play right up the middle to Devin Tippmann. The thing I like so much about Devin is he always falls forward. It looked like he was stopped for virtually no gain there, and the Saints still got 2 or 3 yards out of it.
Fosnaugh checks in for the Saints. going to bring up a 3rd and 5 after that 2-yard gain. Lytle's in the shotgun, and he looks to throw, looking through the middle, steps up, he's got pressure, throws it to the flats, he's got his man. Ooh, big stick. Cam Shannon put a shoulder into the receiver. I believe that's Crone.
Lucas Crone came across the field from the Homestead side to the Bishop Dwenger side on a crossing route over the middle. Cam Shannon was in the flat as the corner in the zone coverage. He snuffed it out and made the stick when Crone had just caught the ball, didn't see it coming. Big hit.
Filler, and now we've got a flag coming out as the Saints were taking their time deciding if the punt team was coming on or not. 4th and 1 from the Homestead 45. And now let's see what the call is here. This might be another sideline issue with the Bishop Dwenger Saints. Yeah, they're going to mark off. Well, they're going to mark off 10. I didn't see the call. Is he going to make it to the far sideline is the question.
He's going to make the call. Another sideline.
Yeah, it was a sideline infraction against the Saints. Moves the ball back to the 45-yard line. And Filler's in to kick this one away on 4th and 11 now. Okay. He'll launch this one from his own 33. Shannon back deep for Homestead. Nice lofting kick there. Drives Shannon, comes up to it. Immediately hit, falling forward and stopped just north of the 20.
Who did we mention on the last Saints kickoff? Gage Renbarger in on on the punt team is down in coverage. Again, makes a great play on an elusive returner.
So they mark this one at the 23-yard line. And now we see Archibald, number 7, back in for the Homestead Spartans. Not a surprise there. 1st and 10 from the 23. Archibald looks over the defense. Here's a snap. Looking right, throwing right, and it is incomplete that time. I think he was trying for Kazai. Again, tough to see with the lights.
I think that's Mitchell Westner.
No, number 2.
Number 2, the slot.
You're right.
And they just seem out of sync in the passing game right now, Sean. Interesting that I think their first 4 offensive plays of this half have been passes.
Yep. 6-3 is your score. Dwenger on top so far. Homestead with the ball facing a 2nd and 10 from their own 23. Here's a snap. Archibald, now they give it away. Tries to find the edge. Breaks one tackle, getting north and south, getting out past the 30, close to the 35-yard line. That again is number 26, Brandon Hardwick, with a nice run for Homestead, resulting in a 1st down.
Most effective run of the night for the Homestead Spartans. It was just a outside zone run. Jared Lee was there this time, but did not make the tackle, and that allowed Hardwick to get a 1st down yardage.
Gain of 11 that time for the Homestead Spartans, brings up a 1st and 10 from the 34. Archibald in the shotgun. Single setback. Archibald. Again, read option. Looks to throw. Steps up. He's got pressure. Tries to make something. And he gets out past the 35, out to about the 36.
The play right there was made on the inside by T.J. McGarry on the tackle, but I'm here to tell you that play was really made by Vinny Fiacable. Vinny Fiacable came off the right side against the Division I commit, Porter Hott, the left tackle of the Spartans, and flushed Archibald out of the pocket.
So he runs forward for a gain of 3, bringing up 2nd and 7. Archibald looks down the middle, looks left, checks off. He's got pressure, rolls right, still has pressure, looks downfield, gets hit, throws, incomplete.
Number 55 for the Saints, Jared Manier, chased Archibald out of the pocket right there. Homestead has a great passing game, but their timing has been thrown completely off by this Dwenger defensive line tonight.
It has. That brings up a 3rd and long for Homestead. 7:33 remaining here in the 3rd quarter. 3rd and 7 from their own 40, scratch that 37-yard line. From the shotgun. Archibald looks to throw. Looking, going left, and he's got his man. That's Little across the middle, and it is going to be a first down in Dwenger territory.
Great little in cut, if you will, more of what they call an in route there by Griffin Little, almost a slant over the middle. But that play was made by the Homestead offensive line because they were able to allow Archibald to sit back there in the pocket and make the throw.
So a fresh set of downs, big third down conversion there for Homestead to keep the drive alive. 1st and 10 from the Dwenger 46-yard line. Man in motion now across the line, and they fake it to him. No, he does have it. Jet sweep left side. Flag comes out right at the line. Generally, when they try and stretch that out, that might be a holding against Homestead.
Great play by Charlie Howe of the Dwenger Saints from his outside linebacker position. He had contain and was able to force that jet sweep inside.
No call yet. That will be a hold against Homestead. I believe that's 25 yards against Homestead on penalties so far. 6:49 remaining here in the third quarter. 6-3 is your score. Saints on top. And they will mark off the holding penalty against Homestead. That'll put it back just shy of the 44-yard line of Homestead. Now they need to cross midfield and get down to the 36-yard line of Bishop Dwenger. So we'll call it 2nd down and 20. Should be actually 1st down and 20. Here's a snap. Archibald rolling to his right, looking to throw, has pressure. It is caught in the flats. Flag comes out. That's going to be roughing the passer against Bishop Dwenger. He's going to be stopped at the 50. So we call that a gain of 6, but I think this one is going to be much greater for Homestead.
It appeared Owen Sharp, junior defensive lineman for the Saints, may have hit Archibald a little late there. It was a great rollout to the right side. Homestead does that so well, a full roll by their quarterbacks. Bill Skelton, their offensive coordinator, teaches that rollout very, very well.
So the 15-yard penalty goes against the Bishop Dwenger Saints and gives a 1st and 10 now for Homestead with 6:28 remaining here in the third quarter. Dwenger faithful, letting the officials know some rules. On 1st and 10. Here's a snap. Archibald with a read option. He's hitting the backfield. Gets out of one tackle. Tries to get north and south. He does. Gets down to about the 30. Ball is loose. Do they call him down? No call yet. There it is, 2nd down.
I'll tell you something that's starting to appear a little bit. The Saints have missed a couple of tackles on this drive, Sean. They didn't miss any in the first half. They've had the Homestead ball carriers in the backfield a couple of times and allowed them to squirt free. Something to keep an eye on.
So gain of 3 that time for Homestead. Brings up 2nd and 7. They back off the line and look for the call to be waved in. 5:35 to go here in the third quarter. 6-3 is your score. Dwenger on top, but Homestead putting together a drive. Here's a snap. Looks to throw, fires left, and in and out of the hands, no good of the receiver. It was a little stick route there. Kazai tried to get it, couldn't control it.
Yeah, fairly good throw. Timing was fairly good on it. Just couldn't get it under control before he stepped out of bounds.
So another 3rd and long situation coming up for Homestead. It's like deja vu all over again, and they've been able to convert on these so far here in the third quarter. Dwenger brings the 4th man down on the line. Now he's going to step off. Archibald with trips to the right, looks right, fires, deep one, and in and out of the hands of the Dwenger defender, incomplete.
They had a flood situation with a bunch of receivers roughly in the same spot over there, eating up the zone defense of the Saints, and Archibald just overthrew that one.
And there is really no question at this point. The Homestead offense is staying on the field. It's going to be 4th and 7. So they trust their defense as well to stop the Bishop Dwenger Saints. They're going to try and use this down. Let's see what happens here. Both sidelines on their feet. Here's a snap. Archibald looks to throw. He's got time. Fires over the middle. Oh, hit right when he caught it, but did he bring it in? That's Trevin Taylor with a huge catch for Homestead.
Tremendous play by Trevin Taylor. He was rocked in the secondary there by, was it TJ Tippmann?
I think so, yeah.
Great hit, just a second late. I'm shocked that he held on to the football. Outstanding catch.
Inside the red zone now is Homestead. Ball on the 19-yard line with, again, a big third down conversion. 1st and 10. Here's the snap. Pressure coming. Goes to the far sideline. Fade. Jump ball. Let's see who comes up with it.
Touchdown, Sean. Yep.
Touchdown, Homestead.
Trevin Taylor.
Yep, Trevin Taylor. It was a jump ball. The Dwenger defender couldn't wrestle it away from him. And Homestead takes the lead with 4:46 remaining here in the third quarter.
The difference there, Sean, was a fade route over on the right side. Trevin Taylor is 6'4" and went up and over the top of Sam Obergfell, who's a great defender and was in great position.
Yeah.
But Taylor did a great job of high pointing that ball, and that was the difference.
That's it. So 6 more on the board for Homestead as Crandall comes in for the PAT. Ball at the 10. Here's a snap. The hold is good. The kick is up, and it splits the uprights. 1 more point on the board. 10-6 is your score. Homestead taking the lead with 4:46 to go here in the third quarter. We're going to step out for a 30-second break. Stick around, folks. You're listening to SAC Football on Redeemer Radio, 106.3 FM.
When you experience a sports injury, muscle, or joint pain, you want treatment right away. Parkview Ortho Express provides same-day orthopedic and sports injury care without referral or appointment, offering diagnostics, x-rays, the region's only body composition DEXA scan right inside of the Sport One Parkview Fieldhouse. Walk in Monday through Thursday, 7 to 7, Friday, 7 to 5, and Saturday, 8 to noon. For more information, go to parkviewsportsmedicine.com/orthoexpress.
Years, Tim Didier Meats has built a reputation for fresh, custom meat orders. If you'd like that special cut of ground beef for your next gathering, Tim Didier Meats can help. Prime rib, filet mignon, and Tim's own special ground beef, made fresh daily, can be ordered within an hour's notice. To place your order, call 260-482-8400 or find them on the web at timdidiermeats.com. So the touchdown pass from Archibald, yep, him too, to Trevin Taylor works for the Homestead Spartans, and now they're up 10-6 here in the third quarter against the Bishop Dwenger Saints. Here is the kickoff. Going to be taken near the 5-yard line, looking for that wall through the middle. He's got some room. He's near the midfield, gets stuck near the 40, and he is going to see a flag coming down. Return man for the Saints there was Howie Steele, put some jets on, and has a nice return, but a flag comes out, and that's going to be against the Dwenger Saints.
Holding in there somewhere about where they form their wall for the return. And first deficit of the season for the Bishop Dwenger Saints, Sean. This will be interesting to see how they handle a little bit of adversity here.
So they mark it off from the 36 back to the 26-yard line. 74 yards to go here for the Bishop Dwenger Saints. And it looks like, trying to see, is that O'Keefe or Lytle?
Lytle.
That is Lytle, still in there as quarterback for the Saints. He'll be in the shotgun, single setback. Trips to the left, one wide right. Here is the snap. Play action. He's got pressure, rolls to his right. He's got some time, decides to tuck it and run. Flag comes out, and he gets to the stick before he runs out of bounds.
That's what Lytle can give you, the ability to escape, but it looks like it's coming back a hold on, I believe, right tackle Luke Wigington.
Yep. So the Saints are going to dig themselves deeper into their own territory here with 4:31 to go in the third quarter. From the 26 back to the 17-yard line.
First and 21 or 22, probably a little more adversity than they were hoping to have right now.
That's exactly right. 10-6 is your score in case you're just joining us. Homestead over Bishop Dwenger. Lytle in the under center now. I formation, play action, bootlegging to the left side, waiting for his blocker, gets a block, Gets to the sideline, gets close to the 15-yard line, so not a lot there for Brendan Lytle.
Bootleg out of the eye. They had a receiver downfield, but I don't believe Brendan ever looked at him. He just had that ball tucked away, was running it the entire time. And that's not an easy play to stay home by the defensive end or outside linebacker of the Homestead Spartans. So great job on the right side of their defense to stay at home and snuff that out.
So the ball is at the 15-yard line. We'll now call it a 2nd and 20. Here is the snap. Lytle looks to throw. He's got time. Still looking to throw. Throws it out of bounds and incomplete to the sidelines. Took a shot when he released the ball. No flag on the play, so that's going to bring up 3rd and 20 from the 15.
Brendan's slightly more elusive than Patrick O'Keefe, but he also is a little bit more loose with the football. It makes me nervous the way that he carries it around back there.
Yeah.
Would like to see him protect that a little bit more.
So Dwenger is really up against it now. 3rd and 20. The ball is on their own 15-yard line. The incomplete pass stops the clock at 3:34. They're down by 4. 10-6 is your score. Homestead up. 3 down linemen shown by Homestead's defense. Lytle looks to throw on 3rd and 20. Still has time. Now flush. Steps up. Now tries to break it outside. Still is on his feet and taken down north of the 20, near the 25, and the punt team comes on for the Saints.
Great defensive stop for the Homestead Spartans. They kept him to a minimal gain even when they flushed him from the pocket. Brendan may want to get his teammates involved. It feels a little bit like he's trying to take the team on his back, which is great. He's a great athlete, but I think that he needs to distribute the ball a little bit more from that quarterback position.
Punt team is on for Bishop Dwenger. Cam Shannon back near his 40. Leg gets into it, filler, and it will go out of bounds in Homestead territory, but near midfield, so a short field coming up for the Spartans. Jake Archbold should be back on the field, and he is, number 7 for Homestead. Last drive resulted in a touchdown.
Critical drive here, I believe, for the Bishop Dwenger Saints to keep points off the board on defense. If they get behind offensively by more than a score or two, it's going to be really difficult for them to climb back in this football game.
Yeah, they don't have a quick strike offense, so let's see what Homestead can do and the Dwenger defense can do here on 1st and 10 from the 48. Play action, looks to throw over the middle and incomplete that time. He was going for Little, number 9.
Little play action seam route right down the hash and just a little bit overthrown or underthrown, I guess you could say. It was low.
Yeah.
Couldn't really get to it.
So that burns that first down, brings up 2nd and 10 now for Homestead. 2:41 remaining in the third quarter. 2 receivers left, 2 right. Archbold from the shotgun. Here's a pitch, right side. It's on the ground, and it's going out of bounds, and that is going to be a loss for Homestead, as number 41, Cam Rogers, couldn't get a hold of that pitch.
Wow. They dodged a bullet there, did the Homestead Spartans. The Saints were just a little late to the ball, and luckily for Homestead, it bounced out of bounds.
Looks like a loss of 6 on that one. Yes, going to be 3rd and 16 now for the Homestead Spartans. Trips to the right, working off the right hash mark. Actually, trips left, excuse me. They back off the line, waiting for the signal to get wagged in. Here's a snap, looking right, throwing right. And it is caught. Flag comes out. 2 flags come out. And it looks like Taylor brought that one in. Is it Taylor?
Wow. What a catch. And what a throw.
Yes.
Jake Archibald was on his back via Joe Tippmann immediately after releasing that football. But he stood in there, looked down the gun barrel, and delivered.
Yeah, he stared down his receiver and made a beautiful throw, and it was a great connection. They wave off the penalty, and that'll be a 1st and 10 for the Homestead Spartans. Ball now at the Dwenger 37-yard line. Momentum squarely in the camp of Homestead. Here is a snap. Oh, it's a high snap. Archibald has to go back to it. He's hammered and gets stuffed way back in Homestead territory.
Hayden Ellinger was there. It was a bad snap, but if nobody's there to defend it, sometimes you don't notice those offensively. But Hayden Ellinger from his outside linebacker spot was in there. Another tackle for loss from Hayden Ellinger.
A big one this time. That's going to bring up 2nd and 25 now. The ball back at the Homestead 48-yard line. 3 down linemen for the Dwenger Saints. Archibald looking left to throw. He's got pressure again. Steps out of 1. Heaves it down the field and out of bounds.
Good decision on his part. Was under duress in the backfield. Once again, that Dwenger defensive line doing a great job. Joe Tippmann, Vinny Fiacable, Jordan Watercutter in the backfield all night long.
Yep.
Forcing him out of the pocket.
New package now for the Dwenger Saints on defense. As 3rd and 25 now come up for the Homestead Spartans. Archibald, offset back, switching to the left side now. Here's a snap, looks to throw, looking left, firing left, and in and out of the hands of Kazai, no good.
Looked like a pretty good throw and a timing route, although I will say it would have only gotten about half of the needed yardage for that first down.
Right.
So they're punting either way, more than likely.
So 4th and 25 comes up for the Homestead Spartans, and the punt team is on. That's Little back there, number 9. Griffin Little, he's a junior, checking in at 6'3", 210.
Great stand by the Dwenger D.
Indeed. 2 men back deep for the Saints, standing at about their own 13-yard line. Little's kick, end-over-end kick, trickling close to the sidelines and out of bounds. And they should mark this one close to the 20-yard line, maybe a little bit north. So the Saints defense holds. No points put on the board that drive. And now the offense comes back out to see what they can do. They'll have a 1st and 10 coming up north of the 20 at about the 22.
I have to assume at this point that Patrick O'Keefe is unavailable due to injury in this half, I would assume. It just they've been less effective, I think, under Lytle thus far.
Yep. 1:20 remaining here in the 3rd quarter. 10-6 is your score. Homestead on top. Dwenger defense holds, and now here come the offense. Led by Brendan Lytle, number 13. Here's the snap. Quick give through the middle. Still on his feet. Gets out to about the 25, maybe just north. I think that was Tippmann on the carry.
TJ Tippmann, good hard run, what he's basically known for. He hit that hole very quickly. Looked to be Cam Rogers on the other end to make the stop.
Call it a gain of 3 out to the 25-yard line. Brings up a 2nd and 7 as they break huddle and come to the line. Trips to the right. 1 wide left and a single setback. Lytle with the ball. Here's a give to the the ball was fumbled, or bobbled, I should say. He picked it out of the air and still got positive yards. TJ Tippmann. That's a lot of moxie right there, Corey.
There sure was.
Wow.
Bobbling that ball in traffic, but the quarterback running back mesh, if you will, on the handoff was not clean, and but TJ made the most of it.
It's going to bring up a 3rd and 4 for the Saints, and I think they're going to let the clock run out here in the 3rd quarter. 10-6 is your score. It's the Homestead Spartans over the Bishop Dwenger Saints, and we've got 12 minutes left to play. Stick around, folks. We're back in 1 minute. This is SAC Football on Redeemer Radio, 106.3 FM.
Runners are running, play coming home.
From the crucial plays to the highlight of the game to the victory celebration, we are there. Summit City Sports isn't just a business. It's a group of companies investing in the youth of Fort Wayne athletics. It's because of Parkview Sports Medicine, because of Kelly Automotive Group, Indiana Wesleyan University, and Big Eye Fish that we can produce our broadcast viewed by hundreds of thousands in Northeast Indiana and beyond. Support Summit City Sports. Become a sponsor. Join our winning team today.
The Kelly Automotive Group is simple, transparent, reliable. Simple. Our customer specialists make buying a car easy and fun. Transparent. Our price listed is the best price. No hassle, no gimmicks. Reliable. Buy with confidence and peace of mind. We work hard to ensure the best value however you shop. Choose from over 60 vehicles under $10,000. Visit drivekelly.com. The Kelly Automotive Group. Simple, transparent.
The fourth quarter, where the Homestead Spartans lead the Bishop Dwenger Saints 10-6. The timeout is over, and the Bishop Dwenger Saints come back out onto the field. They are facing a 3rd and 4 from their own 28-yard line. Brendan Lytle, the sophomore backup quarterback, has been marshaling the Saints here in the second half. Here is a snap. Quick give to the tailback, following that huge line in front of him. And I believe he will have enough for a first down.
T.J. Tippmann was shot out of a cannon on that particular play. He almost took off before the ball was snapped. He was so excited.
Yeah.
Right behind Big Joe Tippmann to get that first down.
Tank Tippmann leads the way on that play, bringing up a 1st and 10 for the Saints. They mark the ball at the 33-yard line. And here they come from the huddle. 10 seconds left on the play clock. Lytle looks things over, twins left. Here's a snap. Again, give to the tailback behind the line. Dwenger deciding early to grind things out. That's T.J. Tippmann on the carry that time. Gets north of the 35, out to about the 37.
It's their M.O. It's what they do and what they do well, the ground and pound. And I think they're winning the game at the line of scrimmage right now against that Homestead defense.
And they're keeping the Homestead offense off the field.
Mm-hmm.
I formation for Dwenger. Here's a snap. Give to the tailback right through the middle. Again, grinding it out to the 40. And I believe that is, again, T.J. Tippmann getting another rep back there as tailback.
But again, 3rd and 2, 3rd and 3, very manageable, keeping forward momentum.
10-6 is your score in case you're just joining us. Homestead over Dwenger. Dwenger driving. It's going to be 3rd and 3 from their own 40. Here's a snap. Give to the fullback through the middle. He sheds tacklers. He's off to the races. He's down at the 30, the 25, caught from behind and taken down inside the red zone of Homestead.
Hayden Ellinger at the fullback position. Just a straight fullback dive. Nothing fancy, but it's something the Saints haven't done the first 3 weeks of the season. Yep. Homestead would not have that on film. They're expecting the tailback to get the ball, and the fullback jets right through there, wide open.
A 41-yard play that time by number 23, Ellinger, setting up the Saints offense inside the red zone down at the 14-yard line. Here's another give through the middle. Grinding it out to the 5-yard line is the tailback. Again, I think
fullback
that's
again.
Fullback Ellinger, number 23, yeah.
Another fullback dive. They went right back to it.
Great play calls. 2nd and 1 coming up here for the Saints from the 5-yard line. Ellinger and Tippmann in the backfield. Here's a snap. Give to Tippmann this time. He's inside the 5. Getting in, grinding it down. Touchdown and a flag. He was thrown down with some violence in the end zone. That might be some unnecessary roughness against Homestead. We'll see, but the play should stand.
That was a run with attitude from T.J. Tippmann. He was not going to be denied.
White hat talking to the side judge here. It's a personal foul against Homestead. Okay. So the Bishop Dwenger 5-yard run by T.J. Tippmann stands. They take the lead with 9:25 remaining here in the fourth quarter. And let's say they're going to set up the swinging gate now. Might be a little trickeration coming up here if they go for 2. Garrett is on the field and lining up his kick. The line is offset to the left. Will they snap it? No, they then reset to the right. We're going to check in with Joey Colon after this PAT attempt.
Important point right here.
Yes, indeedy. Here's the snap. The hold is good. The kick is up. And it is, make the call, it is good. 13-10 is your score. The Saints now back on top of the Homestead Spartans. Let's go down to the sidelines and check in with Joey Colon.
Sean, that's just what the doctor ordered for the Bishop Dwenger Saints. They haven't had a big play all game, and you come through with a big fullback dive, big hole up the middle, and Hayden Ellinger runs it for a good chunk of yardage. I mean, we haven't seen that. We've seen the ground and pound, and, you're just waiting for one of those big plays to hit. And there you go. You get points on the board when you do things like that.
That's exactly right. That is what the doctor ordered, Corey. And, again, the Saints now clinging to a 3-point lead. Now, on defense, are they going to have to are they moving into more of a prevent, or are they going to press? What are you thinking here?
I think the key is to continue doing what they've done all night long. I think the key to the entire defensive structure of what they're doing against Homestead's passing offense is the pressure that they're getting on the quarterback.
Yeah.
Forcing him, dirty pocket, make him move, force him out of the pocket, throws off the timing of the routes, and that I'd much rather see them continue to rush him than to play a prevent zone type of coverage in the back without much rush.
Don't make Archbold comfortable back there in the pocket. That's the MO, and it's worked. So let's see now. They set the ball up at the 45-yard line of Homestead. And will Filler just launch this one outside of the end zone is the question, and that's what he does. So touchback coming for the Bishop Dwenger Saints, and Homestead will take over 1st and 10 from their own 20-yard line.
Like the decision on special teams to just kick that out of the end zone and make them go 80.
That's it.
75 or 80 yards.
So
80.
the momentum has shifted now back into the camp of the Bishop Dwenger Saints. So Homestead will have to make things right again on their side with 9:25 remaining. They're down by 3. High-powered offense is back out onto the field.
And Luke Goody is back out on the field at quarterback.
Known to be the better passer. I don't know about tonight, though, Corey. I don't know.
He just hasn't looked comfortable thus far.
Yeah.
I'm sure they're going to try to come with some easy stuff here to get him in a bit of a rhythm.
From the shotgun, here's Goody. Handoff. No, play action. He's flushed from the pocket. Steps up, throws, nearly picked, and incomplete.
Jared Lee had his hands in there, and Joe Tippmann was involved at the quarterback.
There you go. Well, that surely will not make him comfortable. And let's see what happens here as they burn that down, brings up 2nd and 10. The incompletion stops the clock at 9:18. Still loads of time left here in this contest. Goody in the shotgun, single setback. Goody looks to throw, looks left, fires left, and he's got his man. That's Little. Nice package. He's got some yards after the catch, getting out near midfield. And great job that time by the Homestead offense.
Key to the play, we've been like a broken record, but Goody had the ability to stand back in that pocket and not move off of his spot from his drop. Dwenger did not get pressure on him that particular play, and he was able to deliver a strike.
So 1st and 10 coming up for Homestead. They mark it at the 47-yard line. Here's a snap. Quick screen, right side, trying to get some room. That's Kazai. He gets hit, and a flag coming out as well. That's probably going to be a holding against Homestead.
Absolutely. A great, just a bubble pass, a bubble screen out to the right to Kazai. Takes some good blocking on the edge to make that play effective. And Sam Obergfell, the defender for the Saints, was held.
And he was driving his receiver back to Kazai. He couldn't hold the block.
And that's how you play it. You drive that blocker right back into the running back. An outstanding play by Obergfell to draw the flag. He was either going to be held or he was going to push that guy right back into the ball carrier.
That's it. So the penalty results in a 1st and 20 coming up for Homestead. Ball back at their own 37-yard line. Outside pressure coming. He steps into the throw, and it is caught. About a 10, maybe 11-yard gain that time for Little as he gets just shy of the midfield stripe out to the 49.
They may have found something there, maybe a hole in the zone on that hook to curl area on the left side of the field, and Goody is getting a little bit more comfortable as we move through here.
Brings up a 2nd and 8 now for the Homestead Spartans. From their own 49-yard line. Two right, two left, and a single setback. Goody looks to throw on second, pumps one, going deep, left side, double coverage, and incomplete.
Outstanding coverage by the Saints on a double move route. They were trying to hit Little. Looked like a hitch and go or an out and up. It was a good pump fake by Goody. The ball wasn't that far off target, but we had two Saints there on coverage on that, Sean.
Yep. So new package in on defense. The front three comes out, including Joe Tibman. Needs a break. 3rd and 8 coming up for Homestead. Looks like press coverage also coming up for Bishop Dwenger. Here's a snap. They're bringing a blitz on the outside. He's got pressure. Still rolling. Has more pressure. Oh, he gets hammered. The ball is loose. Dwenger picks it up. He's going the other way. And it is a Dwenger ball in Homestead territory.
Wow, what a play. Defensive line has just been incredible for the Saints. On that rollout, Goody got blasted.
Joey Colon, what do you see from the sidelines?
I saw TJ McGarry with a full head of steam, not even in breakdown tackle form, just going in for the kill, and that quarterback really felt that one, felt it so much he lost the ball. Man, what a big hit.
Yes, indeed. Goody is slow to get off the field. He's up. He's doing okay, but boy, he did take a shot. And here come the Dwenger Saints with sudden change. Lytle in the under center. Give again to the fullback through the middle. They're trying to strip the ball from him. He gets a yard, maybe 2. Inside the 30, down to about the 26.
I think the Saints at this point really are starting to, the physicality that they bring to the football game is wearing on the Spartans.
Yes. Gain of 2 that time brings up a 2nd and 8 with 7:10 to go here in the contest. Saints up 13-10 with the ball now. Brendan Lytle, the quarterback, single setback, give to the tailback. That's Tibman who tries to jump through the line. Won't get much, maybe a yard down to the 25.
Just as I say that, the Spartans defense makes a physical play. Cam Rogers in there on the stick, as well as the Homestead defensive line.
That brings up a gain of 1 to the 25, and that's 3rd and 7 now coming up for the Saints as Lytle comes from the sideline after talking to Coach Watts. Continuing to take their time. No reason to rush. I formation now for the Saints. Here's a snap, give to the tailback, bouncing it outside, trying to find something, and again, not much there for the Saints running game and number 39, Devin Tibman.
Homestead doing a nice job on that running game right now. Made some sticks in there, forcing the Saints to, it appears they're making some substitutions here, maybe some receivers in the game. See what they have. No, they bring in a heavy package. No, field goal.
It's the field goal unit.
Woo,
Garrett's out there.
42, 41.
A 41-yard attempt by Garrett. Wow.
All right. That's confidence.
Here's a snap. The hold is good. The kick is up. It's traveling. And it is good. It's good by a yard. Garrett sinks a 41-yarder. 16-10 is your score, and the Saints sidelines respond.
I think both of us were just stunned that they even attempted it.
Yeah.
And 41. Kudos to Michael Garrett. What a great kick.
Wow.
What a weapon.
All right, folks, we're going to step out for a little 30-second break. Stick around. This is SAC Football on Redeemer Radio 106.3 FM. All right, Robert.
Brooks steals it, tips it away to himself. He'll go to the hoop and slam it down.
They attack, they get a great shot.
Here he comes. And Lucas Cross.
Shot hits the post. And a centering feed to Luke Gibson. Shot scores.
The rush comes. Oh, almost picked off by Ethan Hoover.
And the takedown.
Fumble has resulted in a 41-yard Michael Garrett field goal, and the Saints now lead 16-10 with 5:36 remaining over Homestead. But Corey, the game's not over.
No, we still got a one-possession game here, Sean. A touchdown still wins the football game.
Here's Filler's kick, and it goes to Cam Shannon near the 10, going right to the middle, looking for a seam. gets hit near the 25, driven back. They blow the whistle, and the play is dead.
Outstanding coverage again from the Bishop Dwenger kickoff team. Special teams, again, winning the battles.
It's to be about a 16-yard return that time for Shannon as they place it at the 26-yard line. Going to try and go down to Nick Gray in a little bit here with some scores and highlights from around the area. 5:29 remaining in the contest. 16-10 is your score. And it looks like Archibald is now back in for Homestead. You have to think Goody might still be shaken up. He rolls to his right. He's got pressure, and he is dropped. Another huge sack for the Bishop Dwenger Saints. That's T.J. McGarry shooting the gap.
Again, T.J. McGarry. And I would point out that it's really the Dwenger front three. We got Watercutter, we've got Fia Cable, and we've got number 66 in there, nose guard Owen Sharp right now.
Yeah.
They're taking on the 5 Homestead offensive linemen and allowing those outside linebackers to shoot through there untouched.
A loss of 9 on the play. Brings up 2nd and 19 now after that huge McGarry sack. Archibald from the shotgun. Looks to throw, looking left. He's got pressure from the backside. He's getting hit, and he's dropped. The ball is loose. There's a scrum on the far side of the field. They might just call him down near the 10-yard line.
Hayden Ellinger from the backside, outside linebacker position. Again, able to shoot out through there untouched, force him out of the pocket and run him down.
So from 2nd and 19, they lose even more. Back to the 10-yard line. That's going to bring up a 3rd and 25 now, 3rd and 26 as they have to get out to the 36-yard line.
This front 7 on defense for the Saints is just relentless.
And they're on fire. Oh, my goodness. Wow. All right, here they come on 3rd and forever for Homestead. Here's a snap. Looks to throw, looking left, gunning left, deep and incomplete. Hits the sidelines. Was going for little and nothing is there. A huge defensive stop for the Bishop Dwenger Saints.
Benny Fiacable forced that quarterback, Jake Archibald, to throw that ball before his receiver got to his break. And again, the disruption in the backfield in their passing game from the Dwenger front has been the difference in the game.
16-10 is your score with just over 4 minutes left to go, and Homestead will punt from their own end zone. Here's a snap, a little high, but he's got it, and it's a wobbling ball, and it looked like it's going to hit a Homestead player and be dropped at the Homestead 35-yard line. So the Saints are facing great field position. Let's check in down on the sidelines real fast with Nick Gray.
Well, guys, just a couple of updates. Right now, Bishop Luers and Concordia are both tied. That game is tied at 14 each. Northrop just scored again. They now lead Carroll 34-14. Yeah, I'm laughing too. Leo came back. Now they're leading New Haven 21-17. Back up to you guys.
All right. Brendan Lytle and company come out for the Saints. Will they rely upon Garrett to ice this one? Let's find out if they can get it in the end zone or if they have to go to another field goal. Here's a snap. They've got 10 in the box, and they break it outside. Devin is looking for some room. He can't find much. Great open field tackle. Oh, and a late flag comes out from the back judge. You have to think it's getting pretty physical down there, and there's probably going to be some frustrations on the side of Homestead, but we don't know the play call yet. This is going to be holding against the Saints.
Interesting from the very back end of the defense, that
Right.
back judge threw that flag. It wasn't the referee that was in the middle of the scrum. It was
Right.
the one from way back.
The furthest one away.
Yeah, interesting call. Thus far, the Saints have done just what they've done in all 3 games. We thought the recipe might have to change tonight against a better opponent, but still, defense and special teams putting the offense in great field position and the offense pounding it out.
So they'll mark off the play, the penalty. And that'll put the Saints back at the 48-yard line. Here's a snap, and it's going to be a bootleg. Lytle now looking to throw, looks downfield. He's in trouble, throws it out of bounds smartly as nobody was open.
Excellent decision on the part of Brendan Lytle there to just get rid of it, not take the sack, not throw it into the coverage. Well-covered receiver on that bootleg that didn't really fool much of anybody.
So that's going to bring down a second and long for the Saints, 2nd and 20.
Yeah, you hate to. The Saints hate to throw an incomplete pass there and stop the clock, honestly. But here they go. I imagine they'll get the ball back on the ground here.
Got to do what you got to do. 2nd and 20 now for the Saints from the I formation. Get to the tailback, breaking it outside. Still on his feet. That's, I believe, Crone, or is that Tipman?
Devin Tipman.
Yep, Devin Tipman that time. Gets some good positive yards back, but it's still going to bring up a 3rd and long.
Good job by the Homestead defense to force him east and west rather than allowing him to run downhill north and south. Looks like about 3rd and 11 here for the Saints.
They place the ball at the 38-yard line. On 3rd and 11, here come the Saints, led by the sophomore quarterback, Lytle. Single setback, 2 wideouts on the right side. Pressure comes. He's got to step up into the pocket. He gets dropped, and that's going to be a sack back at the 45-yard line.
Huge play for the Homestead Spartans. Number 11, Nick Martin, was back there to force Lytle to the ground in that sack and force a punt from the Saints.
And they call a timeout. Homestead does. A timeout on the field. 2:35 remaining. 16-10 is your score. The Saints on top, and they are going to bring the punt team out after this break. We're going to step out for a 30-second break. You're listening to SAC Football on Redeemer Radio.
Kelly Automotive Group is simple, transparent, reliable. Simple. Our customer specialists make buying a car easy and fun. Transparent. Our price listed is the best price. No hassle, no gimmicks. Reliable. Buy with confidence and peace of mind. We work hard to ensure the best value however you shop. Choose from over 60 vehicles under $10,000. Visit drivekelly.com. The Kelly Automotive Group. Simple, transparent, reliable.
On 4th and 17, the Bishop Dwenger Saints are back on the field in punt formation after the timeout. Filler will launch from about the 45, puts his leg into it, angles it out of bounds so Shannon can't get to it. And he does a very nice job of a coffin corner kick. And let's see where they mark this rascal as they walk forward north of the 10 to the 15-yard line.
Outstanding kick. Anything inside the 20 that they can't put their hands on in return is a great play from your punter.
Yeah, Corey, you talked about it all night so far. The special teams for Bishop Dwenger, they're special. I mean, it's a weapon. Yeah.
They really are.
Yep.
Again, hats off to Todd Ellinger and his group. They've done an outstanding job.
2:29 remaining in the contest. Saints up by 6. Here's Homestead with Archbold at the helm. Here's a snap. He looks to throw, looking over the middle. And he's got pressure again, and he's going to be sacked.
Hayden Ellinger.
Oh, my gosh, this kid's on fire.
Well, again, I've mentioned it earlier, but the front three, the 3 down linemen, Watercutter, in this case, Manier and Fiacable, are taking all of the pressure and all of the blocking from the 5 offensive linemen of the Spartans.
Loss of 1 brings up 2nd and 11. Here's the snap. Archbold looks to throw, guns it, seam route, and incomplete. Going for little, and they just could not connect.
Jared Lee was right there in pass coverage. I think he kind of a inadvertent contact bumped Little off his route, changed the timing, and they could not connect.
3rd and 11 now. The clock stops at 1:57 after the incomplete pass. Twins to the right, twins to the left, and a single setback. Archbold with the snap, looks to throw. He steps up into the pocket, decides to run it. He's putting his shoulder into it, gets to the 20, to the 22, maybe the 23. He's going to be shy of the first down.
That defensive line once again forced him out of the pocket, made him run when he didn't want to, and now you've got the play of the football game right here.
There it is, right here.
4th and 1.
A full complement of timeouts for Bishop Dwenger. 2 timeouts left for the Spartans. And the Spartans are facing 4th and 2. The Dwenger faithful are on their feet. Archbold. Here's a snap. Quick throw. Hitch route. Throws it behind Taylor and incomplete.
Incomplete. Simple pitch and catch on a quick slant route to Taylor. And I just simply think that the pressure that he's been under all night long forced a difference in timing on that route, and they were unable to complete the pass.
The Saints defense once again comes up huge, and a turnover on downs gives the offense great field position. A 1st and 10 coming up for the Saints at the Homestead 23-yard line. The sophomore quarterback coming in. He checks in at 5'10", 160 pounds. His name is Brendan Lytle, wearing number 13. An I formation behind him, wide out left and right. Here's a snap, give to the fullback, bouncing it outside to the left, still on his feet, churning is number 23 for the Bishop Dwenger Saints, Hayden Ellinger.
It would be hard-pressed not to make him your player of the game tonight.
Isn't that the truth?
From his fullback position, from his outside linebacker position, he has made an impact on both sides of the football.
Hard to get this guy off the field. We've got a timeout on the field, and that is Homestead's timeout. So they're down to one timeout with 1:11 remaining here in the contest. 16-10 is your score. Saints on top. We're back in 30 seconds. This is SAC Football on Redeemer Radio, 106.3 FM.
Brooks steals it, tips it away to himself. He'll go to the hoop and slam it down.
They attack, they get a great shot.
Here he comes. And Lucas Cross.
Shot hits the post. And a centering feed to Luke Gibson. Shot scores.
The rush comes. Oh, almost picked off by Ethan Hoover.
And the takedown.
After the Ellinger run, the Saints are now back after the timeout. Again, I formation. Snap, give to Ellinger again. This time he has stood up at the line of scrimmage. It takes 8 to bring him down, but they do after no gain. And now whistles again. So the Homestead Spartans burn their last timeout, Corey.
Yep. They're down behind the 8 ball at this point.
Folks, just a reminder that Hubcap Express is the expert in run flat tires and plus-size fitment. Do you need your rims straightened? Hubcap Express fixes bent wheels. For all your tire needs, visit Hubcap Express, located at 606 West Coliseum Boulevard and on the web at hubcapexpress.com. So Homestead in the middle of their last time out here with 1:05 remaining. The Saints driving, leading by 6. 16-10 is your score. And they are facing a 3rd and 4 with the ball on the 17-yard line of Homestead. They're driving right to left on your radio dial. The timeout is over.
With a 40-second play clock in between 3rd and 4th down, you can't just kneel on it yet.
That's right.
They're going to try to get a first down here on 3rd and 4.
Power I left for the Saints. Lytle under center, give to the tailback, going left, getting some room, getting past the 5, stretching for the end zone.
That's it.
Touchdown, Saints.
Outstanding run by T.J. Tippmann. Again, would not be denied. He bounced off a couple of would-be tacklers, and when he gets near the end zone, he's going to score. That's just the way that it is. And I think the Saints have gotten another sideline warning penalty. That may be, we will see, but that may be the ejection of the head coach here.
It may very well. They had a warning, they had a flag, and now another flag. That's their 2nd on the night, really their 3rd infraction. But that should not affect the 17-yard run by T.J. Tippmann.
And that's ticky-tack. I mean, they're in a celebratory mood there. They just basically locked up the football game.
Yep.
And your coach is between the numbers and the sideline out there to shake the hands of his players coming off the field, and they throw a celebratory flag on him. That's tacky by that officiating crew.
Yep, it surely is. So the point after team is on. Garrett, number 24, is out there lining up his attempt. Rest of the team is offset to the left. The officials are on the sidelines talking to Coach Garrett, and looks like
I believe the way the high school rule works is on the first sideline warning, you have a warning, just that, no yardage. On the second call, you get flagged with some yardage.
Yep.
And then on the third call, I believe you get yardage and your head coach ejected.
So the officials walk away from the Dwenger sideline. Coach Kolkman and Garrett. Coach Garrett puts his headset back on.
He's still here, so.
Yeah. And he is now telling his team to, hey, come on, guys. Back off. Get out of the white. Get off the paint.
Maybe they waved it off.
They may have. So the PAT, they blow the whistle. They move up to the line, and now Garrett in for the point after. He's been perfect all night, including a 41-yard field goal. Here is his attempt. No broadcaster's curse. It is good. 23-10 is your score. The Bishop Dwenger Saints seemingly have locked this one up. 59.7 seconds remaining in the contest. No timeouts left for the Homestead Spartans. Wow. We're going to go ahead and send it out for a 30-second break, catch up a little bit. When we come back, it's the end of the contest. Stick around, folks. It's SAC football right here on Redeemer Radio, 106.3 FM.
When you experience a sports injury, muscle, or joint pain, you want treatment right away. Parkview Ortho Express provides same-day orthopedic and sports injury care without referral or appointment, offering diagnostics, x-rays, the region's only body composition DEXA scan right inside of the Sport One Parkview Fieldhouse. Walk in Monday through Thursday, 7 to 7, Friday, 7 to 5, and Saturday, 8 to noon. For more information, go to parkviewsportsmedicine.com/orthoexpress.
Notre Dame Federal Credit Union for their continual support of our Catholic high school sports coverage in Fort Wayne. That's Notre Dame Federal Credit Union. 23-10 is the score. The sideline penalty is assessed. It is a 15-yarder on the kickoff here. So now Dwenger is standing back at their own 25-yard line. And here is a low squib kick taken by an up back near the 35, covered up and stopped at the 37-yard line of Homestead. Another good strategic call by the special teams from Bishop Dwenger.
I think they changed that penalty from a sideline infraction to a unsportsmanlike conduct over celebration penalty, if you will, to give them the 15 yards but allow the head coach to stay in the game.
There you go. 56.8 seconds remain for the Homestead Spartans. Archbold is in as quarterback. They've got some personnel issues that they've figured out. Trips to the left now. Archbold in the shotgun. Here's a snap. Archbold looks to throw. He's got time. Now flushed. He's under pursuit. Gets to the 30. Gets knocked out of bounds near the 34-yard line. So that will be a sack by that Dwenger defense.
Bishop Dwenger continues to have defensive linemen that are in the backfield. They are rushing 3, Sean, against a 5-man offensive line front, and they're getting pressure and forcing that quarterback out of the pocket. Just an outstanding effort up front.
Loss of 5 on the play for Homestead, 2nd and 15. Here's a snap. Bobbled it a little bit. He's got it, looking to throw, guns it. Deep, left side, all the way across, and it's a jump ball. He's got it. Little has it near the 30-yard line. Breaks one tackle, cannot break another. Gets down to the 29-yard line of Bishop Dwenger. A great jump ball, and Little comes up with it.
And a great throw from the quarterback of the two that's supposed to be more of a running threat. I think he threw that 40-plus yards through the air.
Across the field. 1st and 10 for Homestead. Archbold, he's got pressure from the backside, steps out of it, goes to the left, has more pressure, even more, gets running around, and he's going to be dropped for a huge sack back at the 45-yard line.
Alec LaShore from his nose guard position. We haven't called that name tonight. And Charlie Howe from his outside linebacker position were there both to take Archbold down for a monster loss.
And that's going to do it, ladies and gentlemen. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The game ends on a 15-yard sack by the Bishop Dwenger defense. Fittingly, Saints win. 23-10 is your final score from Homestead High School. What a game. Coach Kolkman is jacked up. He's over here at the sidelines looking at the fans saying, give my kids some love because it is well-deserved.
And we have all night long.
Just an incredible contest here. The Bishop Dwenger Saints remain unbeaten, and the Homestead Spartans, what a contest for both of these squads here. And again, we just know how to pick them here at Redeemer Radio, Corey. I tell you what, we haven't watched a bad game yet.
Outstanding football game. It answered a lot of questions for us tonight, I think, about the Saints. Many people had been saying they hadn't had that tough a competition coming in. Homestead was going to be their first real test, and I'd say more than a passing grade.
I would as well. Folks, we're going to have our post-game presentation coming up right after this 1 minute break. Stick around. 23-10 is your final score. We'll be back with a little bit more after this 1 minute break. This is SAC football on Redeemer Radio 106.3 FM. Hey, can you get coach?
When you experience a sports injury, muscle, or joint pain, you want treatment right away. Parkview Ortho Express provides same-day orthopedic and sports injury care without referral or appointment, offering diagnostics, x-rays, the region's only body composition DEXA scan right inside of the Sport One Parkview Fieldhouse. Walk in Monday through Thursday, 7 to 7, Friday, 7 to 5, and Saturday, 8 to noon. For more information, go to parkviewsportsmedicine.com/orthoexpress.
It's the comets. Comets falling from the sky. 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 Comets falling from the sky.
This is the first time I've been able to do this kind of more complete understanding or view of your body. One of the things that's really important about this is that it's kind of legitimizing us as athletes.
Parkview Sports Medicine. Game on.
The Kelly Automotive Group is simple, transparent, reliable. Simple. Our customer specialists make buying a car easy and fun. Transparent. Our price listed is the best price. No hassle, no gimmicks. Reliable. Buy with confidence and peace of mind. We work hard to ensure the best value however you shop. Choose from over 60 vehicles under $10,000. Visit drivekelly.com. The Kelly Automotive Group. Simple, transparent, reliable.
Concussions. They're a concern for parents of athletes in any sport. That's why Parkview Sports Medicine is leading the way with the area's first concussion clinic. Our integrated sports medicine team utilizes an innovative, evidence-based approach to manage athletic-related head injuries in those 14 and older, providing comprehensive care to get the athlete you love safely back in play. To schedule an appointment, call Parkview Sports Medicine at 266-4007. Reaching higher, pushing further. Parkview Sports Medicine. Game on.
Get mad about blue. Get mad about your Fort Wayne Mad Ants. When looking for the best basketball action in town, it's the Go to FortWayneMadAnts.com for the complete game schedule. See your Fort Wayne Mad Ants in action. Get mad about blue.
I chose St. Francis because they made a promise that I would have real-world experience that I could take when I graduated, and they delivered on that promise. For me, the classroom only gets you so far, so they're setting you up with an internship. I had a mentor that they set me up with that was a CEO of a DuPont hospital in Fort Wayne. They offer degrees in accounting, business administration, risk management and insurance, marketing, and finance. You know, they just did a great job of the full circle of not only the education but also the experience.
Parkview Sports Medicine, especially since I've been a pro, has been a place where my game has really been able to develop in multiple facets. Injury prevention, maintenance, physical therapy, weightlifting, agility work, all the things that I need to do in order to have an NBA body. This is the place for me to go when I come back home and I need to get a workout in. Always welcome me back with open arms.
Parkview Sports Medicine. Game on.
Both runners are running, play coming home.
From the crucial plays to the highlight of the game to the victory celebration, we are there. Summit City Sports isn't just a business, it's a group of companies investing in the youth of Fort Wayne athletics. It's because of Parkview Sports Medicine, because of Kelly Automotive Group, Indiana Wesleyan University, and Big Eye Fish, that we can produce our broadcast viewed by hundreds of thousands in Northeast Indiana and beyond. Support Summit City Sports. Become a sponsor. Join our winning team today.